What's up, y'all? I go by the name of J.F.K.
I go by the name of James Jackson.
Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're rocking with us.
Yes, we here tonight.
It's the first of the month. Let's get it. You know what it is, people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wake up, it's wake up, wake up. Get up, get up, get up, cash your checks and get up.
Listen, I don't have to apologize to anyone, and I won't. Right? But the people I called out, they know, okay? They know.
Can we all agree that this case been fuckery from the rip, from the jump, from the start?
Certainly, it's not consistent with getting hit by the car. I mean, you can't deny the science and the physics as to what would have happened if he was struck by the vehicle.
In the streets, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. So they see my pain, so they name drop, dry snitch. Fucked in the game, the glam and the glitz. What's the price on fame? This crazy life of ours. Yeah.
I'm running through the alley, getting a alley. Hop at the second of sundown, no front from January on down to December. I'm loving the burst of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's wake up, wake up. Get up, get up, get up, cash your checks and get up.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
Are you ready?
My man Sean wants me to drop something for your mind. He wants that real hip hop. So I got to give him something. One of my songs, because they're playing mind games real quick. So I'm going to hit you with this. So we got Sean in the backstage. It's getting crazy, but I got to hype him up. And this song will do it for sure.
Let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. They're playing with your mind.
Yeah, protect your growth. Check. Turn me up. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. I mean, wellness check. Face temptation, gotta make the right moves. Pay attention to conversation, it's like they slight you. He got nothing to lose, no telling what he might do. Pilot through the struggle like this is flight school. Come on, we live with the good memories, no time and space. They can't think for themselves, dog. It's like their mind's cage. Innovating the struggle, we hustle and find ways. It's getting dark around here. We live in dying days. I'm like Pop 9-6, Dan Amora. Take your first step right, life got plans for you. Come back with the bat, all black, Steve Boarded, underground rap. Let the track breathe on. Come on, hanging on corners, spilling intel in groups. They selling you lies, my dude. I'm telling you truth. Streets aid you, and take the youth. Watch your kids never renege and follow suit. It's mind games. Protect your mind, just take a look around. Mind games. We going up, they can't hold us down. Mind games. In the moment, focus on the now. Mind games. We will not lose. Sipping morning coffee, holiday blend with the creamer. Morning headlines, my eyes wide with the screens up. Living in the matrix, Teslas with the features. It's virtual learning now, who gon' teach us? Plus, caught him lacking, alleyway jack in the box. Doing TikToks and Crocs, attracting the ops. Made us mock, while Callaway stacking his plot. We all want better days now, praying to God. Corner stores no more, whole city gentrify. Trying to be more mature, my rent is high. Sweeping floors, sipping cores, we all meant to die. It's North Shore to the core, trying to enterprise. Confused on fame, how suckers chasing, only got one life. Some choose to waste it. Jails overpacked every day, fighting cases. Dad gone, who taking care of the babies? Share information, your location pin. They kill you for nothing, fan, that's what hating brings. Heart racing, damn, feel that sensation sting. He was only 17, king chasing his dream. I'm Aaron in a cell after beating 2 bodies. Trying to take care of fam, leave a few properties. My brain ain't right, my views are foggy. It's a shame the game is true mockery. Mind games. Protect your mind, just take a look around. Mind games. We going up, they can't hold us down. Mind games. In the moment, focus on the now. Mind games. We will not lose.
Ever, ever, ever.
Wow. That was a
Without further ado, Fuckery Donuts is now open. And I'd like to bring to the stage retired DEA. My man put it all on the line for everybody. He's the only one, the only person from the area where we're from, Massachusetts, that put it on the line. Everybody got a story. Everybody's got their own little pity party lately. But this guy put it all on the line. And that's what we do every night. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean. Let's go.
G and Jackson, man. There we are. Listen, I told you backstage, JFK is just too much for me, man. But listen, before we get into this, I was very remiss. Well, I didn't realize, my friend, that you did the show for me the night after the blast off, right? I never saw that, my friend. I never saw it. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, you and my man James Jackson over there. Buddy, buddy, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you, James, you're good, brother. You're good. I want to thank you both from the bottom of my heart. You stepped it up. I missed it. And I was watching it tonight, researching the stuff. And I said, what the hell is this thing? Thank you. Thank you to Mike Crawford. Thank you to Will Viglera. He did his thing. I'm sure the other people did too. But I'm going to tell you right now, all these people in the chat, come on, man. I thought I blew myself up. I think I wanted to blow myself up. But you know something? It backfired on me. It worked the opposite because the love right there. I'm seeing these people. Right. I've seen them a lot. I get to see them more now, which is beautiful. Dennis Sweeney. Dennis out there every day getting shit on at the end of the day. He knows what I'm talking about. Other people. But guess what? No more. Ain't no more. But guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm finally get to meet James Jackson, man. Thank you.
James. Yes. Yeah, his uncle's Alan Jackson.
Ah, buddy. Love Alan Jackson. No rock. Hey, where the hell is Reese? I gotta put some love on Reese, man.
Oh, Reese, yeah, she's
she needs to, man.
Shady
she's been dealing with those fucking what do you call them out there in Washington State? Come on, Reese.
Yeah. She's in Oklahoma, right?
Reese. Yeah.
I don't
She's
know
in
where the country she's from, but she's been done wrong. But I tell you, I love when she was on the shrooms, man. She was awesome.
Oh, her, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
with
Yeah,
that
she's
being
on some
said, right?
island somewhere.
I don't know where the hell she is, but she needs to give me a chance. I'll turn her out. She'll be fine.
So listen, we start the show the only way we know how every time, and I'll let my man do the honors. Talk to him, James. How we do it?
Chat. If you had one word, chat, beautiful people in the chat tonight. We have so many beautiful people, 860.
Man.
If you had one word to describe Karen Reed, what would it be? Just one word. It's your chat, people.
Let's go. I like that. Innocent. I like that.
Brilliant.
Kick the doors out.
And you know what we think.
We think she's a warrior for sure. Yeah, so we got Sean up in the house, 900 people in here. Sean,
Look at that, brother. Those are some numbers. And
yeah, and I appreciate it. And they're here for, you're the draw, so we got to get
tonight. I hope you get some love tonight. Get some bank on this thing. Get some bank up there.
You know how we do it.
Come on.
So,
now.
Sean, let me ask you this: How long were you a DEA agent?
I was a DEA agent for 28 years.
28 years.
I was a cop for 7. So 35 years total.
35 years. Now, where'd you start as a police officer?
U.S. Capitol.
Really?
For 2.5 years. I was at Ron Reagan's inauguration on a motorcycle and did the whole escort. That was beautiful. I role played as a homeless guy outside Union Station. Got robbed 76 times. That was beautiful.
That's
I loved
crazy.
it. I had a decoy unit around the corner getting these mofos all the time. It was fucking great.
Nice.
And I said, "Fuck this shit. I gotta branch out."
Damn,
so
Sean.
what?
So you started out as a in Washington. So you're from Boston. You're from Dorchester, right? From that area?
Dorchester, buddy. Then we went high class and went to Mattapan. Then we went really high class and went to Canton, man. Oh, watch out.
Wow. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like it seems like people from like Dorchester, Mattapan, they go that way. They go to like Canton, in that area.
And then you got a mofo named Brian Albert. He went the opposite way, and you know something? He's a little hold on.
Absolutely.
I
got something for that.
I don't want to get you guys any strikes. Look at that mofo.
We got that was a good one. I like that. That's perfect.
No, but the thing is, then I said, well, if I'm going to be a real cop, right, and get some real experience, that I'm going to cross the bridge to a very progressive. This is in 1981. Very progressive. Yeah, man. Well, I started in 78 down there. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So 81, a very progressive department called the Arlington County Police Department. Okay. And when I got hired on, passed the polygraph, the whole 9. So when I finally got on, I noticed nobody was from Arlington, Virginia. Nobody. All these guys were Boston, Pennsylvania, all over the place, right? And I said, what the hell's up? He said, this is a classic. He said, the chief says he wants nobody from within. He says, that way there, you guys can do your job with no pressure, no hanky-panky. Because let me tell you something, Arlington's very rich county. And a lot of the senators and higher ups lived out there and all that stuff. He said, listen, guys, do your job. Unlike Canton, no cops ended up dead on another cop's lawn in Arlington County. So I spent 5 years there. The last 3, I was a crime scene search investigator. All right. CSI. And man, I loved it. I loved that job because I got to do my stain patrols. But when a job came up, okay, Agent 82, get your ass over there and process the scene. Murders, arsons, robberies, burglaries, whatever you had, and had the tools. I loved every bit of that. Then I said, well, not making any coin here, and it's too small. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to be on the DEA. I applied 3 times. I wasn't the right prototype back then. The third time was a charm. And then I took off. 28 years, and here I am. Right here with you guys. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. No matter what, say whatever you want, right? I've met the absolutely best people that I could ever think of meeting in this movement. It's been it's been a blast, an absolute blast, no matter what.
Well, we need
good, bad, or indifferent. Meeting you guys, meeting Mike, meeting the Galera, meeting all these people. It's been great. It's been awesome. Awesome.
And that's what it's about.
Of course,
that's what
it's
about.
It's human nature, buddy. It's all about respect and treating people the way you expect to be treated. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, human.
And let me tell you something else. I don't give a rat's ass what side of the aisle you're on.
Right.
I got my blue shirt on tonight, and that's not by accident. All right. Let me tell you right now, they're humans. They've got feelings, and they believe what they believe, just like we do.
Right.
And I'll say, hey, listen, the bottom line is this. Tell me your evidence. Did the Commonwealth make a mistake and forgot in their little bag of tricks the smoking gun? Because I'll tell you right now, they don't have it. Karen Reed will never be convicted. There's 2 roads this is going to go. She'll get acquitted or she'll be hung. And how many times they try her, she will always be hung. The unfortunate thing in this whole thing, people misread my whole thing. And the smart ones got it.
Let me stop you right there, Sean.
One last one.
Go ahead.
Because here's the bottom line. Because that investigation was so shoddy and so corrupt, the true killers will never be caught in Dedham. It's all going to be down in Southie. And I'll tell you, that's the ticket for me. So go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I needed to get that.
No. Do your thing, man. I appreciate it.
No. I just want to get
that. My train of thought. I'm just trying to think of this, right? So you said that you was down in the DEA, right? And you were talking about how that Karen, the case was just the way they handled it was trash, and that she'll never be convicted.
No way.
So my question is, on Monday night, you dropped a live, and it was very important for you to show everybody. Well, I think it was the next night, but it was the 2 nights. One of the nights you dropped all the information about the feds were here.
Stuff. Oh, yeah.
And that was real important to show everybody. Why was that so important to you, and should that be important to us?
Okay, well, obviously, after Monday night, I said, okay, what's going to be stage 2? What's going to be exit right, exit left? I knew I had a couple more things to do. And I said, if this is going to be the end, I got to get this information out. Now, listen, here's the bottom line. There's no secret. There's no state secrets in those things. They've been out since April of 23. That's the information was given from Karen to Natalie to Aiden. Okay? I mean, the joke is out. The cat is out of the bag. All right?
That's crazy.
But I just wanted people to realize what kept me in the game. Now, listen, in the beginning, I didn't have those files. Not at all. I was criticizing at first. Excuse me, guys. I was criticizing at first how the lack of the investigation, right? That's what I was there. I did that job, right? Even though, I'm better known as a DEA guy. People didn't realize for 3 years, I did that job. Showing up, rain, snow, or sleet, freezing your ass off, sweating your... But sweating, you know what I'm talking about. You don't ever leave the scene. You stay. And you bring lights in. You go to Foxborough Stadium, whatever the fuck they call it.
Those halogen lights, Sean.
I don't call it. You bring lights in. You bring the warmers in. You melt the snow. Yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing they didn't do, they didn't get that car by 7 o'clock. They had every reason and right to take that car. It was sitting right up there in One Meadows, because the bottom line is, we know now that they were investigating that whole thing until Brian Albert changed the tune. but that was a long time after. Those hours were critical. They let that car be there because there was evidence in that car, because they were investigating a domestic assault. And when you beat up someone, you know it, guys. You've been in, James, how many fights you been in? You've been in a lot of fights.
Couple, yeah.
Yeah, Colin hasn't been in any fights. Colin hasn't never been. But the bottom line, if Karen whacked John over the head with the glass, like
they got to take the car,
there, right? You're going to have transfer of evidence. And I'll tell you, glass explodes. Glass explodes. It goes everywhere in your clothes. And you take your clothes into the car, you'll find that glass.
Months later, you'll find it.
Buddy, they purposely did not get that car. I call bullshit on that. Had they got the car, hey, I'll take a step back. Had that lard ass Sarif did his job, right? Did his job and took her in based on those statements, she would be exonerated now because they had no case.
No case.
Because time worked against her then. Time is working for her now. But back then, I'm telling you right now, had they got that car then, they would have saw the crack. Like Jen said, like Kerry said, they would have saw the crack, not the big gaping hole we saw after they smashed the at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So let me ask you this. So you said all this stuff, you brought it out, and I seen in one of your tweets, you said that you dropped all that information to let everybody know that now we talked about 35 years, you 28 years in the DEA, right? Right. So you were DEA agent for 28 years. You're reading all this stuff and you're like, wow, the feds are really here. My boys are really here. And you know how it works. So that you dropped all that information and that intel to basically give everybody hope. Like, listen, they're here and it's okay for Karen to talk. She doesn't have to hide, or she can speak on it. Do you think she should do more speaking? Because based on it, and let me say this, I want to say this carefully because I don't want the trolls to eat me up.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Now we got her 18 months.
We got this covered.
Well, 18 months ago, she dropped the dateline. It was 18 months, right? And then the 2020, and it was all from way back, right? And now we got the it was way back. Now we got the Vanity Fair article,
right?
And basically, in every article and everything she ever said, my main thing is that I don't know what that's doing for her, because that's the mainstream, right? And you think that she should take a stance, because now she's in I hear that she's in Turtle Boy's chats. Do you think, were you trying to say that she should just come out and say, hey, everybody, it's Karen, and and this is how things are going? Do you think that she should take that stance or not say anything? Because let me just say this, if it is what you say and the feds are here and she's never going to go to jail, why not speak and just be free? Because she's free, right?
Right.
Gee, here's the bottom line. She's been telling her story forever. She just hasn't been telling us. She's told Dateline. She told ABC. She told Gretchen Voss. She told Vanity Fair. I don't know how many other people she's told. She's been talking forever.
Yeah, but here's the problem. So let's get into let's get it. That's the thing.
Who are those people?
I don't know if, as much as Vanity Fair is a big publication, I don't know if it would have the same power as her if she went on social media and Karen Reed on YouTube, hashtag Karen Reed speaks herself. She might catch a viral moment, because isn't it fair to say that there's potential jurors out there right now watching the Vanity Fair, seeing the Vanity Fair article, watching the 2020 and watching the Dateline, and them sound bites are killing her. Yeah. The potential jurors are watching. I think she needs to make a new sound bite and speak up, because she's leaving a lot of things out. No, like you talk about, she doesn't really bring up the feds. If that's something that she knows and the feds were involved, why not speak on it and let the potential jurors know come in this next trial? Because let me be clear, Sean, on this channel where we're at right now, where I'm at right now, the JFK channel, where Sean's at, where James is at, we're looking at this new trial. Fuck the old trial. Where we're at right now. So this potential juror is watching what's going on, right?
Right.
So so what I think is, to speak on your live on Monday, what you were basically doing was turning up the heat. Like, hey, where the fuck are we at? What's going on here?
Exactly.
Feds are here. This is what, look at the waterfall video. Look at the waterfall video. Me talking about the waterfall video is only going to do so much. But Karen saying, look at the waterfall video might do a little bit more. Do you agree, Sean?
Absolutely agree. Just got one thing. When I saw those documents, my jaw dropped. I said, "Whoa, baby, this is it. This is it. This is my game. That's my language." And I'll tell you right now, she's a very, very smart, intelligent woman. Okay, she's got her things, and you know something. You got to give her a pass because she's been fucking persecuted for almost 3 years. Whatever, right?
Right.
Bottom line is this, right? She's not an idiot. She read the room perfectly. She listened perfectly, right? She's very high IQ, no doubt.
No doubt.
But when I saw that, I said, fuck the crime scenes. Fuck the taillight. That's the game. Because in Dedham, you're going to get nothing because it was shit in, and it's going to be shit out. I don't care how many times they try her. It's the pink side, get your ass down to Uncle Joe's. You're wasting your time outside Dedham. I mean, if you really want some action,
traction,
get down there.
And that's what I'm trying to say. By you taking that stance and everybody reading you wrong, people got to understand, you're doing your own StreamYard. You're pulling things up. You're looking at the chat. You got all these feelings. And let me just stop right there. Prayers to you, brother. God bless you, man, for your losses of your brother.
Yes, John.
Whatever you're going through right now with a person that you love,
that
shit hurts, man. And the trauma, and the trauma that you're going through, and the hurt, and you're an older gentleman now, and I'm sure you've seen so much shit. I mean, you're talking about 81. You was a cop. You know what I mean? People got to put that into perspective.
78, my friend.
78.
It's a long time, brother.
A lot of people, I think that the segue into Karen, everybody's saying Karen got everything to lose. Aiden got everything to lose. It's a lot for them to juggle too, because
you got to identify what's to lose.
But listen, what I'm saying, it's a lot to juggle because
I know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is this: they have fame came at them, right? At Karen came at Turtle Boy, the trauma of being cuffed and stuffed. They both never knew that life, and now they're probably thinking, what's going to be the good side of this? They're thinking like the unknown there, and then the unknown, what if it goes bad? And then on the top of that, they got to do the balancing act, right? They got to figure out how, Aiden's a father. You got to take care of his kids, and Karen's got health issues, and she's with her dad and real close to her family. So there's the balancing act. And then on top of that, you have to perform, because now this became the center stage, and now they got to somewhat perform to their fans. So a lot's coming at them. So they take a stance together. They're united. So with that being said, I understand that. The problem is they might not think people don't understand that. Well, I'm here to let you know JFK understands. James understands. Sean understands. But what you got to understand about Sean, the reason why he's on the show, is Sean's got so much to lose. Having a DEA agent on your side during this is the craziest thing ever. Like, there's no other DEA agent on her side that's publicly going out. You have everything to lose. So it's a lot for you to handle. So now you're handling your family situations, and that balancing act is tough. And then all of a sudden you hit the live button and it's fucking showtime. And sometimes we could get off the rails or whatever. But your point is, you're just trying to turn up the heat and asking the question, where are we at right now?
Right.
What's the game plan going into the new trial? So I just want to make clear of like how you're feeling and like what you were going through, because that's what I seen. That's my perspective.
Right.
And and it's tough. It's hard to balance all this shit.
Can you give me 2 minutes to respond to what happened?
Yeah.
Right. So, obviously Monday, I was gonna, and I did. I launched on Kevin. I launched on that side. Right. 20 minutes before, 20 minutes before showtime, I was researching a few things. I was getting some more stuff that I wanted to put up in the stupid StreamYard that's so not user-friendly, right? And I'll tell you what happened. I came across a lot of condolences that I forgot and I missed. And maybe I was a little, like one of these guys said, Sean, you were a wuss. But he didn't say that. He called it worse. And I started reflecting. Maybe I was. But here's the thing. I saw so many condolences from the other side. I'm gonna drop a name tonight, and I know the other side is gonna freak, right? I didn't listen when I started, and gee, you got to give me 2 seconds on this because this is very important. I didn't know all the pre-Aiden stuff with all the ratchets and this and that. I knew about this idiot Gianetti, hey, all that shit. I didn't know all these things. And there was this trooper, and I thought her name was Jen, like Jen, do so. That's what I thought, right? And so back when Twisted Tragedies, right? And listen, I'll tell you right now, Elise, I don't care. She's a woman. She's a sensitive woman, and she was on free camera. I'm gonna tell you right now, when Aiden got grabbed in October of last year, she mustered up everyone to be outside Southern District Court. All right, I don't care what she did, what she was accused of, but all I know is this: I was friends with her because we were on the same team, and I regret the fact that I never got a chance to do her show. However, when things went sideways and all this stuff was happening and the drama started again, she said, I want you to talk to this girl, Lee. I read it as Lee. I'm a knuckle brain sometimes, right? So anyways, the bottom line was this. It was Leah Jen Dusso. I thought this girl's name was Jen Dusso. Anytime Aiden talked, I said, he's talking about Jen Dusso, a girl named Jen with her last name Dusso. I didn't know, right? And I came across her beautiful little note to me about the passing of my father and my brother. And then I started looking at Elise's. Then I started looking at some other people's, right? Even Kevin, I got to say, we battled the trenches. He even reached out. And so, yeah, maybe I had a pity party, right? Maybe I did, right? It doesn't take anything to send an emoji. I don't give a fuck what the other guy says about
let me ask you this. Where would she send the emoji? Where would Karen send the emoji? On your Facebook?
You don't think she has a way to contact me?
No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me break the news, right? We've always been in contact. It just went sideways. That's it. There's no secret here, right? Now I'm hearing I'm a blowhard. I read some things that she never had any faith in me. She didn't, So I just had a long talk with Susie tonight. And she said, Sean, give it time. Give it time. She knows. She knows, right? She knows. You know what the worst thing about this is? How many hours I took away from this young lady that's behind me? You know how many hours I neglected my wife for this shit?
Talk to him.
You know how many hours I did this? Morning, noon, and night since April of 2023. So maybe I was. But guess who wasn't? Jen Dusso wasn't, or whatever her name is. Elise Twisted, whatever. I don't even know her last name. Twisted Tragedies. She wasn't. Yes, I'm going to tell you someone else. Rogie Rogue. Rogie Rogue.
I don't know who that is.
Joe Warren. Jay Robert, whatever. Joe Rogue Warren, whatever his name is. He sent me condolences. You know why? Because they're human beings. We can all be warriors. I'm going to tell you right now. They could all have their feelings, their beliefs, like us. I mean, listen, it's like Southie versus Eastie on Thanksgiving Day. My father would bring me down there. We'd see bloodbaths, Irish against the Italians back in the day at White Stadium. I get it. Canton versus Stoughton.
Yeah.
One team is going to win. One team is going to lose.
Right.
When I said today, the blue side is going to attack me, and the phonies on the free Karen Reed side is going to do what they do best. All right. And they know who they are. And listen, they didn't disappoint me. So I want to clear that up. So in my phone, because if I was Tully, I would investigate me and my phone, because if I'm involved in a conspiracy to intimidate witnesses and all this stuff, I would pull my phone. And guess who he's going to see in my phone? Kevin, Leah Jen Dusso, what's her name? Lindsay Gaetani, a newcomer, right? Kate Peter. Listen, Kate did a nice little thing today. I get her. You know, I know. Oh, she's the Antichrist. Watch out. You know, all this stuff is all about personal fucking bullshit.
Yes.
Kay Peter doesn't care about Karen Reed at all. She has her thing against Aiden, and Aiden has his thing against her. And guess what? I have no room for it. But she's a human being, and like I told you backstage, I've been in the worst prisons of my whole life. You know who I was talking to? Murderers, killers, stone cold fucking killers. And guess where I was? Talking to them. Because you know why? I may not be a journalist. I could give two shits, but I can read the room. That some people refuse all the time, and they don't read the room. I got the skill sets that no one else in this movement has. And I'm the one that took up my position. And I'm going to tell you right now, I should have never put as much time into this. But I'll tell you now, as much time as I took away from my wife, right, I gave my heart out to all these people right there, all those people, Amy at Boston, Timma, Teresa McD, all those people, you guys, Mike Crawford, great guy, all these people. But I took away time from my wife.
And that's let's
piece of shit, to be called a piece of shit, and that's it.
Let me say this: time, we can never get time back. Don't waste our time.
No,
right?
You can't, man. You can't.
Right? You know that.
Sure. Man.
Now, with that being said, right? Like I said, I think we're all on the same page here. And you know, you put a lot of time in, and then these trolls start attacking you. Start saying you're crazy. Start saying this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, with the free Karen Reed phonies. Come on.
Yeah. And now you're talking about. You're talking about. Let me say this. You started this out saying you're wearing the blue. Yeah. And you're saying that the blue, the police, there is some good police, and I'm talking to one of them. Now here's the deal about that.
Yo, gee, I'm wearing the blue for the blue side.
All right, but but hold on a second, right? Let me just say this.
James gets it, man. Come on.
Yeah. So here's the deal, right? People could say, hey, JFK, James, you got involved in this because you guys are trying to get super chats and money, and you guys don't really care. I got into this whole Karen Reed thing for one reason and one reason only, because it's a front row seat to the corruption of Massachusetts, the system that's been going on for generations. All right, JFK, justice for the kids. Now, as I look more into the case and realize how they were doing her, and I know once they got you in the scope, once they have you in that scope, they're going to do whatever they got to do to take you out. And that's just a fact. And that's why we're involved in it. And at the end of the day, whether you like Karen Reed, whatever side you're on, there's way too much reasonable doubt, whether you think she did it or she didn't do it, for her to even go to jail. That's number one. But for number two, the more and more I got into it and read about John O'Keefe, what type of man he was, that he took the orphan kids and she died of cancer, the sister, that hurt me because now I'm thinking about the kids, right? And I know that he's a good guy. Forget the badge, forget all that. He's just a good human. And that's how to do
dirty. He got done dirty, man.
Tell him, James, he got done dirty. His boys, his brothers left him dead. That's crazy, right? So that's how I got into it. So now there could be many people out there to say, these two guys, JFK and James, they got into it for this reason and that reason. And it'll always be a question, right? There will always be a question. That's okay, but check it out.
Hey, I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be here if your heart wasn't in it. Trust me.
And I appreciate it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's nobody, either side of this, can question the reason why you're here. There's a dead police officer. All right. That's the reason why you're here. You're here for the corruption part, but more so, I would think, because there's a dead cop and you're getting his back and you stood up and you stepped up and you just want to know where we're at. You're saying the feds are here. We need to make more noise. What's going on? People are saying, this is the part I don't understand, right? People are saying the feds are here. She's never going to go to jail. You say that. The feds are here. She's never going to go to jail, but yet she can't talk. Well, if she's never going to go to jail, why can't she talk? It doesn't make any sense to me. Exactly.
Just like Aiden said. He didn't say it up front. I get it. He didn't know. He thought he was in a big secret club, like a lot of people did. She can talk to any mofo she wants. And she has many people. Trust me, I know them all. I know every one of them. I was one of them. The problem is she should have been talking, even if it was subliminally or, under the table, something to give back. Get me?
I do. And that's what I'm saying. You're getting attacked by the guy Pleblin, who thinks he's a genius.
I love that. Pleblin. I love
right?
Pleblin, yeah.
He thinks he's a genius. He talked a lot of trash to you. He's got some issues. I really don't like the way he comes at people.
Yeah.
But whatever. And if he's dying of cancer, what I hear, he's got stage 4 cancer. God bless him. I don't wish no death upon the man or nothing like that.
No, he does. Let me tell you something. He does.
He does. All right. And you know what?
That's one thing I won't.
And I'll say this, Kevin, God bless you. Wish you nothing but good health, brother. Fight to fight. We're humans at the end of the day. This is all entertainment. This is all fake. This is the movies, right, Sean? Right?
Whoa. It's only a movie. Trust me.
It's only a movie.
It's
right?
only a movie.
Disclaimer.
Don't ever be fooled. This is about a movie. All about a movie.
So what I'm saying is, but when you were getting attacked, you just felt that no one came and got your back. And you're saying, well, why can't anybody talk? Why? Because like I said, I think that Aiden and Turtle Boy, I don't know. I don't even know him good enough to call him by his first name. Turtle Boy and Karen, they feel that they're united, which they are. They're both fighting the same district attorney, right? Which is crazy. But they probably feel that no one understands them. Because you'll see Turtle Boy say, hey, I got arrested. I did 60 days. They arrested me in front of my kids. And that's the trauma. Right. And then every night he's got to perform. Every night he's got to perform in front of his audience. And then he got to take care of his kids. So it's a balancing act.
Well, that's
and
his
then
job. And that's his job. This is his job. Right.
And he chose it. But what I'm saying is that he thinks that maybe no one understands it. And what he got to understand is that you took a stance as a DEA agent. You have to respect that. People out there got to respect that you got 30 years in the paint as police. 35. If you land back in 35 years, if you take that flight from Logan Airport, from Florida to Logan, and you run into the state police,
it's over. I'm telling you right now, it's over.
See what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you something right now. When it's hot down here and carrying that gun around, it sucks, but I'm carrying. I ain't fucking going anywhere without carrying. I can tell you right now. Ain't no one going to get the jump on this.
With that being said, Sean, have you got pushback from Boston, from Massachusetts area, from the police, from that side?
No, not really. No. But let me tell you something. You never hear the bullet that gets you.
Ooh.
Remember that one, bro.
No,
you never hear the bullet that gets you.
Never hear it coming, right, Sean?
You never hear it coming, man.
Sean, let me ask you something as a cop.
Look at the reaction on Trump. That bullet got him.
Oh,
he hesitated. He said, "What the fuck is this?" And then he realized.
He heard it coming. Yeah, he knew he got shot.
And it hit him.
Yeah.
Trust me. One thing I'll tell you. I've talked to a lot of victims. Man, I never even knew. And all of a sudden they're bleeding out. You never hear the bullet. You never realize. So, buddy, they can listen. I know they're all down here. Half of them are retired. Jimmy stands right down the street. Yeah, I know exactly where he is. I did a little bird dog on him. He's a big mofo. I'll have to reload to get that big mofo. Ain't no one dead. No, let me tell you something. I walked the jungles of Peru. No one got the fucking big Irishman like me, and they all knew who I was. And I was putting people in jail all the time. God
damn.
Ain't no one gonna get the jump on me. Never.
And so that's that's another thing, right? So Karen might think, Turtle Boy might think, the people who have the power in this, and I mean this with all due respect, the power to shift the tide. When the trolls are coming at you, Sean, and you're one of the warriors, you're one of the main targets they're coming at. They have the power to shift and speak up. That's the reason why you leaked that intel. Like, listen, I'm not crazy. This is what I read. I know what I read. I know what I seen. The feds are here, and we should all have hope that they're here and good things are going to happen. And no one backed you on it, right? And so and that's okay. So with that being said, is they might feel, Karen might feel that no one understands what she's going through. But let me segue into this. You know what she's going through. You are a DEA agent, right? Retired. But now let's talk about the jails. You've been to the penitentiaries, right? You know how dark it can get, right? And how dark it really is, right? You don't take this as a joke, right?
Of course not. Of course not.
Speak to that.
Well, I'll tell you right now. This is why we do what we do. This is why you reach over to the other side. Let me tell you something right now. This is kiddie games. Karen's up against it, no doubt, no doubt, right? She's never going to get convicted. Her end game is that the killers of her beloved boyfriend get taken out. And one other thing, I got into this because I knew she was factually innocent. I knew it. I saw it right then and there. It was easy. It was very easy. And I had a bunch of great sources in Canton that told me. Some of these people said they had grandmothers. Are you kidding me? I had cops within, right? They know who they were, right? They've been outed, but I'm never going to out them. I had cops within, some that will not be. But the bottom line is this. You can't go forward in life banging down people. You can't.
Right.
Now, if they come at you, then fuck it. It's over with. That's how I play the game, right? I'll give you as much rope as you want until I don't. And that's it. But, okay, for instance, right? I've been to all the jails you want. I've been to the most vicious, look it up, right? The most vicious jail in Lima, Peru, right? It was horrible, horrible. And I went into a guy that we took off, I don't know, like probably 3,000 kilos. We got him up in Chimbote, put it out in the high seas, right? So he was a nice guy. Listen to me. I'm talking about a guy who's poisoning our system, our country, all right? But guess what? Other than that, the guy was a businessman, right? He was a multimillionaire. He could have been anything, but he chose that game. But guess what? I couldn't get on the other side unless I had him. And what are you going to do? I'm going to kill the guy and say, you mofo, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't do that. You don't crush a guy, right? He got caught. His life ended. So I had to go visit him. Man, I'll tell you right now, because of his money, he had a Ritz-Carlton cell. He could get puppy dogs, he could get pizza, he could get it. He had broads coming in. He had cell phones. He was probably still dealing. But these other poor bastards, oh, God, horrendous. 10, 15, and 15 by 15 cells. Horrible. Just all like fucking refugees. Oh, gringo, por favor. Ayúdame, por favor. That's what do you want me to do?
Flies on them.
I'm here to see the big cheese, bro. He can help you. The last great one, I was down in the Witsec in New York, right? And I had Buzzy Callahan, right? So I went there to interview him. Another guy. I would have made this case without him. He was one of the top guys in this case we did back in 1987, 88. The bottom line is this, real quick. I went there to interview him before we went and put him in the grand jury. I'm telling you, this is what we do. This is what big fucking Brian Higgins had to do, right? He went for his proffer, right? But he backed out. So I went to see Buzzy. He's in WITSEC. We protected him. He was on board. He was on the team. It was so intense. We was in a little room in the WITSEC, the witness protection part of this jail, right? Otis, New York, or something like that up there. I don't know. It's right off of whatever fucking highway off of 287, right? I'll get it for you. We went overtime. And the guards in that particular area forgot me and the assistant U.S. attorney. So we're talking to Buzzy. And he goes, man, you guys are fucked. Now, this assistant U.S. attorney was scared shitless to come with me. Scared. I mean, I'm telling you right now, it was shaking. I said, Kevin, relax, Kevin. This is going to be great. So anyways, Buzzy, he says, Sean, you're not going to believe this. You know who just came in? I said, who? He said, that black guy over there? I said, yeah, that's Nicky Bonds. I said, Mr. Untouchable? He said, yeah, Nicky, he's been here forever. So he goes out once a week to get his little whores on the side. He gives conjugal visits, right? Oh. 1 week is the whores. The other week is his ex-wife. The guy had the racket. I said, Buzzy, we're here. How the hell are we getting out of here? He said, I don't know. That's your problem. And I said to Kevin, now Kevin's sweating. He's a big guy. He is sweating. He's scared shitless. I said, well, now they're all the guys now. We had to come out. And we're in suits. All the inmates who are like under protection because they were, they did the right thing. You can't trust them. They kill you in a heartbeat. All these guys, murderers. Nicky Bonds, he was Mr. Untouchable. You got to watch this guy. Mr. Untouchable. Frank Lucas. Look at all those stories, right? Denzel Washington play. Nicky Bonds was Mr. Untouchable. They couldn't get him until the DEA did him. All right. There's the problem, right? But the bottom line is We had to go through general population in our suits
Just
into
to
the
get
real
to-
world. And I'll tell you right now, that poor assistant was there. I was hoping something broke down. That would be a great story. Go out on a disability because I got the fucking brawl with all these yahoos in there doing awesome. But no, you can't crush people. I'm not going to crush. Like Kevin came at me. I said, that's it. I gave him so much rope. I'm not going to crush Leah Genduso. I keep calling her Genduso. I talked to her today. I said, Jen. She laughed. She did say when she was on the phone, she would say, Trooper Genduso. And she said, everyone used to call her Trooper Duso. I said, okay, so I'm not that fucking crazy then, right? So anyways, that's my story. You can't crush people. You can't, right? But I got into this solely because I believed absolutely 1,000,000% that Karen was absolutely framed. And I got it. I know it.
Well, Sean, look, can I ask you something real quick, Jay?
Absolutely.
Now, you say you got in because you knew Karen was innocent.
Yes.
You didn't get in this because of John O'Keefe and
originally, of
just
course.
originally, right?
Because at the same time, I'm saying these mofos trampled on his spirit, his legacy, right? They did nothing for him. Zero. And then I said, you know something? We got to talk about John. We got to get justice for John. This is all about John. My thing was all about John, right? It had to be, right? I'm not too sure where his family sits today. I got to tell you, I came out with a bombshell today. And guess what? People want to believe it or not. I know Mr. O'Keefe, Mr. Senior O'Keefe, knew that Traverse was damaged.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
I'm telling you. And guess what? That person I mentioned today is not the only person who's told me. I can't give it all up, but at this point, people say, "Oh, this Maureen, what's her name? McCormick, right? Not Maureen, the Brady, but no, what's her name? Karen McCormick. She's okay too. I play with her. She's fine. I took a shot at her hair. She got pissed at me. Fine. Who cares? She said, "Oh, you're leaving?" I said, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm just moving on to greener pastures." But I'll tell you right now. "Oh, you took a shot." I said, "I didn't take a shot at anyone. I know that car was." I went to 5 different auto body shops down here. 5 of them. They said, "Sean, the way that tire jutted forward, no doubt there was damage." That picture shows John O'Keefe Sr. at the moment he saw the damage. And the rest is history. I'm telling you right now. All right. All the feds have to do is bird dog that car, put a little machine on it, and they got it. You don't think they've done this in 2.5 years? Trust me, they have. But he has told 5 different people, maybe more, but 5 that I know of, that Kyle Dougal got that car and got it fixed. And I'll tell you right now, Jim Jackson, you give anyone 6 days to get a car fixed, right? Those two didn't take the time to do their job. They knew why. And I'll tell you one more thing. You see how shiny that car was when they took the pictures? What happens when you bring a car in for body work? They detail it. They detail it, right?
Detail it. They buff it out.
Right there.
But
right?
let me ask you this, Sean. But
Yeah.
what is the so you're saying all this, right?
Yeah.
Let's be clear. You're saying all this. The reason, what is the take home point? The reason for saying all this? You're saying this.
The take home point is
let me just follow with this. The take home point you said on Twitter, this is, and I agree with it, is that you're just giving people hope that, listen, the feds are involved, right? Good things are going to happen and she's not going to jail. Is that your take home point? Or you just want to let everybody know that you have information too? And what is it? You tell me.
No, the overall take home point is that she's never going to be convicted in Dedham Superior Court. Nothing will happen to Karen. No killers will be identified at that court, right? Unless there's a Perry Mason moment that Jackson or Yannetti or Eliza Little strips down a witness and they give it up. Highly unlikely that will happen because you got a corrupt judge. Let's face it. She has handcuffed him since day one.
Well, she was a public defender. She was getting dragged around, holding cells her whole life.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
you know. So
Very
what do you
weird.
feel? So let's just stay there. So you're saying
Yeah.
all that because so being a DEA agent, right? I think people know you as Sean on the golf, but I want to stay with you as a fucking DEA agent. Now let's be clear,
Yeah.
people, right? Guys like me don't talk to DEA agents, right?
Oh, man.
And right, woo.
Oh,
So
I
you
might
should,
get it.
man. You
Woo,
should always
right.
talk. If you
Right.
have a
No,
free
no,
shot,
I know.
I was nervous.
Listen, man.
no, if you
The
have a free
Celtics, the
shot, take
Celtics
it.
won. Hey, listen. The Celtics won the 18th banner. We're talking sports when we talk to Sean. But listen,
That's
right?
there
Talk
you go.
sports. Here comes Sean. Right.
There
So,
you go. Yeah.
right, but no, but on some real stuff though, right? No, we all don't do, everything's in the past or whatever. But I ain't worried about nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think people realize he was a DEA agent. I know they do, but it's just like it gets brushed to the side, right?
Right.
People want to be known as what they're known for. Karen, she's a professor, whatever she is, right?
She's a
successful.
finance
Right?
expert.
She got a beautiful
Expert.
house, right? The woman is
Successful woman.
successful. Turtle Boy, the journalist, he's doing his thing. He exposed the case. He's got all these followers now. He's got a huge community. Props to him. But you're a DEA agent. Now, these type of investigations, when the feds are involved, how long can they take? How long have you seen an investigation like this or similar or parallel take?
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. Remember how I told you time worked against Karen with the investigation or the lack of investigation? It worked against her. The more time it took for them to plot and plant, that's a new thing, man. I'm going to say plot and plant, right? Now time works in Karen's favor. What does Kevin Plevin, what do you call him? Plevelin?
Plevin.
Say it again.
We
Plevin.
say
Oh,
Plevin.
I like that.
Plevin.
Oh, it's a corrupt system. They asked for more time. Of course they asked for more time. See, what Kevin and most of that side, I believe, don't understand, the feds got it all. They have all the tools. They have all the mechanisms they need. Look at Matthew Farwell. 3 years it took to slam dunk him, right? You don't think they had the information? They put that young rookie female agent to do that affidavit, right? You know why they do it that way, my friend? It's because they partition off. I'll tell you right now. I'll give you my honest assessment. This is a huge public corruption case. I know the Chelsea office over there by you guys, right, has a whole unit of public corruption agents, and they got TDY agents working on this case. So what they do is this. They had Birchmore from jump. They had Morrissey is number one target and much more higher up. All right. Don't be confused on this. But the bottom line is this. When they had that young agent, when Birchmore was killed, wasn't even in the academy, but they gave her a career case. And they said, now you do this and you write this affidavit, and we're going to make it seem like that we just started this case now. It's the big bluff, because that's what we do all the time. I'm going to tell you right now. All right, Jimmy Jackson, man, James.
Yeah.
You're my informant.
No. Take it back.
Hold on. No, hold on. Hypothetically, I tuned you up. All right, here you go. And you bought a quarter bag of heroin from fucking G over there, JFK, right? So here's the bottom line. How do I cover you? I say, confidential source 1001923 told me that James Jackson bought a quarter bag of heroin from JFK. Now, who is the informant? Not you. I gave it up. I said the confidential informant said.
Yeah, you gave up a number. That
Jackson bought a quarter bag of heroin from our man here.
Yeah. So you didn't give no one.
So when his attorney says, hey, JFK, who the fuck else was with you? You're gonna say, knows? I don't know, man. That was so fucking long ago. I did all kinds of bags of heroin. I don't know.
Right.
Guess what? You don't think the FBI is playing those hokey dokey games? Trust me, I know. I've been in this playground, right, in the federal system for 28 years.
The district attorney plays those games.
They probably do.
So let me ask you this. So
yeah, go ahead.
So this is guy, right? I just want to pull it up real quick. There's a guy, right?
Yeah.
Let's segue into this, right?
Okay, buddy.
We got this guy. You might have seen him before, right? He's
They really credit you with bringing out the government part of the corruption.
Well, you know, we expect our criminals to commit crimes. That's what criminals do. We don't expect that from our law enforcement.
Okay.
That's Hank Brennan, aka Beetlejuice, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Hank Brennan, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hank Brennan, James, Hank Brennan thinks Whitey Bulger's not a rat.
Right.
He went to bat for Whitey to tell everybody Whitey Bulger's not a rat. He was even going to put Whitey Bulger on the stand, incriminate himself to explain how he wasn't a rat and how that's all a lie. For years, we all thought he was a rat, you know, through the system, just through the streets. Whitey Bulger's a rat. Hank Brennan is saying Whitey Bulger's not a rat. So my question to you, Sean, is if Hank Brennan thinks Whitey Bulger's not a rat, how could he think Karen Reed is guilty?
He can't. Now, first of all, I don't want to put too much shade on the guy, right? But the bottom line is this. Look at the way that fucker talks. I mean, come on. I mean, Whitey must have been fucking on cloud nine when he got this guy. He should have had Reddington. He should have had Tony Cardinal. He should have had a lot of fucking guys. But this guy, Joe Prep, Hammer and Hank, come on. I call him Hammer and Hank.
We call him Beetlejuice over here, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Let me say this. He thinks Whitey Bulger's not a rat. But have you ever seen this? He went from being a prosecutor to a defense attorney.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, you could just come in and out. He was a prosecutor. Then he went to a defense attorney. Now he's back as a special prosecutor who has powers of the assistant district attorney. Have you ever seen anybody flip-flop like that in your career that goes from a prosecutor to defense back to a prosecutor? Is that something that happens?
It absolutely does happen. Of course, there's many examples of that, but here's the problem, right? He's finding out now. He's finding out now that he took on a bag of shit, and he's got to deal with it. He knows he's got to deal with it. He knows he's got to do it. He's not that. Listen, he might be a brilliant guy, but when you get shit in, you're going to get shit out. He knows he cannot win this case. Lally knew, but Lally had a gun to his head. I guarantee Lally. Let me tell you something. The fact that Lally still gave that video up of Karen when she was arrested on the indictment and about Bukkake, right? This is June of 2022. This is way before Alan Jackson. And she says, are we all in the same joke? That was gold. And guess what? Lally still did it. People are not, see, they're sleeping at the wheel because their involvement, most of the people on both sides, their involvement is something else. I'm gonna leave it like that. They're not picking up on the cues. Karen, the stuff that I read the other night, on Wednesday, was known to Aiden April 2023. Now I see some of I don't know if they're trolls. I don't know if they're free Karen readers. I see what they're saying. Just because Sean says it doesn't mean it's true. Well, if that's the case, AB, I don't know who the hell you are, but if that's the case, AB, I got you. Then Karen Reed's a liar, right? Because you're saying it, right, AB? Because that's her. Those are her things. She put quotation marks about the people who told her about the wiretaps on specifically. See, when people lie, they don't give specifics, right? She gave clear specifics, right? Right? And she said his cell phone and office phones. That's very specific. And then knowingly, willingly hid exculpatory evidence. That's my lingo, baby. That's right out of a code book right there. So I'm going to tell you, people, all those things I read, that wasn't my product. That was given to Aiden. But the German gave it to me. And, to a lesser extent, I wish the fuck she never did.
So
I would have been gone. I would have been gone a long time ago.
So let's say this, right? you read all that, and by reading the framework of how she wrote it, right?
Whoa. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, buddy. I hear you.
The way she wrote it in the framework, you're saying that was copy and pasted from a federal, from the feds, or from
What I'm
from that
saying
side.
is the way the game,
Is that what you think?
the way the game was played. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The way the game was played, Karen to Natalie, Natalie to Aiden. That was the system. And then it went sideways. All right. And then it came into my hands. You don't give a guy like me that information. Right. And I know Aiden's pissed. I know Karen's pissed. They didn't know. And you know something? Who cares? Who cares? Who knew? The bottom line is a guy like me knew, and I ran with it. That's it.
So you're saying 100% it's accurate, it's legit, and that she was speaking from a federal point of view, from the feds.
I wholeheartedly believe. Because I'll tell you why. And this is why. They did what people still to this day forget. When Karen said about the joke in June of 2022,
yeah,
Aiden Connie was doing ratchet madness on whoever, Giannetti. He wasn't a blip. He wasn't a nothing on her radar. Okay. Remember that. And guess what she knew? She knew in March, the documents are there, in March of 2022. Now, listen, here's the bottom line. I don't think she's lying. Right? She said, we knew who killed John, how they framed, how they disposed of the body, and how they framed me. The only way she could know that was by being on the team that was helping her, because she was a victim complainant for violating her civil rights. The feds know what Morrissey did. That's it. That's game over right there. And guess what? I sat on it. I said, you know something? Well, I better come out and do some redeeming. I got to come out and let these people know why I'm so fixated.
Well, you're amped up. Why you?
I mean,
so you
so
wanted to show
on the federal side.
So you showed your cards and you let everybody know
it's over with. It's over with.
And at the end of the day, your point is this is hope. They're involved. But what if now?
What if she was lying? What if she was lying?
No. What if it's this? She was embellishing, like, you know, maybe stretching it a little bit.
Very possible. Right now.
And you want to know? Do you want to know from her what's the deal with that?
No, I don't want to know anything from her. I don't need to. Okay. I know when I know.
Okay.
I mean, she. If Aiden's correct, she's made her bet with me. If he's telling the truth,
what would be her problem with you? What did you do? What was so bad?
I don't really know. But Aiden had another. Listen, I'm not going to bang up on the kid. I'm ecstatic that Karen and Aiden are back together. They started together way back when. Right?
Yeah,
everyone got into the game. I get why Aiden's nervous, right? He was losing control. I know. But it's not his
losing control of what?
Of his story. Come on. You guys know you understand the game here, right? There's a lot of bank being lost on this. A lot of bank to be made too.
Well, like that's back to let me stay there for a second. Like I said, it's a balancing act, right? Because he got to perform for his crowd or whatever. Like you said, he got to pay his bills. He's got to pay for his legal team.
He is 100% correct. He knows she's factually innocent. He knows it. He knows it. The problem is this: nobody owns the story.
Nobody.
Because guess what? Right. They gave it to Natalie. There's no ownership.
And your thing was with Natalie was they should have kept her close because she knew too much. And when someone knows too much, you got to keep them cordial because they could turn around and spin the whole story against you. Is that what you were saying?
If James Jackson knows your personal secrets, are you going to slam him through the curb? Come on, bro.
No, you can't.
Come on, man. We're street guys. Come on.
No, you can't.
Listen. You got
to keep it cordial. You got to keep it cordial.
I don't know what it is. Listen. He's in Southie now. I don't know. I'm not going to shit on him. All right. I'm not, because he did the story. He did the day-to-day story. He did. Okay. He went 60 days in the can. Okay. And he's got himself a serious problem. And I hope for him it works out fine.
Well, now if the feds are involved in Karen Reed's case, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be involved to help Aiden out? Is that a thing?
It's a whole separate. It's a whole separate thing. Karen Reed is a victim of her civil rights being violated. Number
she's
one,
a witness, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so
she gets on the stand for the feds and say, "Listen, I never killed John. I never touched him." Oh, so you want to? I lost my train. One more second.
Go ahead.
They started a grand jury investigation on those mofos. Big bucks on that, right?
Now, how much something like that cost in the feds?
Oh man! Before you get to the grand jury, that's usually at the end of things, right? You got to put the legwork, all those interviews, all those surveillances, the plane in the air. People, listen, I'm laughing, right? AB, you're gonna love this one. AB, the plane in the air. Listen, how do you? I'm actually laughing because it's so comical, right? You're gonna think, trust me, you think you're gonna surveil Brian fucking Albert, the head of the funeral unit, with a fucking federal car? I don't give a shit if you have an IROC Z or a fucking Cadillac or whatever. You're not gonna surveil. You're not. That's what I had. Back in the day, I had every IROC there was, every color. Trust me, there was no flies on me. You think you're gonna fucking surveil a guy like him? He's bird dog. He's doing heat runs like a motherfucker. He's out there doing heat runs. He's doing this. He's doing that. Right? You know how you do it? You get up in the air. FBI has it all. I'm telling you, they have all the tools, and they got their guys parked down in fucking down there, Cobb's Corner. A team down there. A team down at the hillside. They got all the. They got a team down there by the Dunkin' Donuts off of Neponset Street going on tonight. They got the whole thing surrounded. And so all of a sudden the plane calls, okay, he's leaving. I got him. All right. Let the plane take it. The supervisor, let the plane. That's what I do. Let the plane take it. Don't burn this fucking surveillance. I will kill you, motherfucker. You burned the surveillance. And they did this day after day after day after day.
So the question is though.
Yeah, go ahead.
3 years.
Yeah.
It's been almost 3 years. Nothing happened.
I got you.
Should we be worried? Should you're a Fed? Are you a Fed that's fed up? Did you turn on the heat, Sean, to say, hey, listen, what's going on here? Someone needs to speak out. I need to hear something. Is that the reason why we're doing this? Is that the reason why we're saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's time. I think it's time.
And I do too. And when I say this, all right, so let's jump off that. I think you explained yourself perfect.
One other reason, because those kids, those people in Canton are getting crucified. They don't even have a fucking cop they can trust or call, nor a state trooper. Who the hell are they going to call? Who's Dennis Sweeney going to call when he gets drive-bys coming by? And the lieutenant, that little fucking Lanka, that little pussy Lanka, is over there watching him. Right? Dennis is going to crush him, right? Let me tell you something. But the problem, the readers of the world, all these people in Canton, the good people in Canton, just because they believe something, right? They don't have a cop they can call. They don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Because the bottom line is this: the cards are stacked, just like they stacked them against Karen. Guys, the masses are missing the point. These were never my words, but I read them.
Right.
And don't blame me for having the edge. I don't know why Aiden didn't focus on that. I don't know if he didn't understand. I don't know if Karen didn't give him authorization, but the game was easy. Put this out. It didn't have to be a game. She could do that herself. I'm telling you.
She doesn't need any of us.
What's the downside? Are they going to get new evidence? Right. I mean, okay, Hammer and Hank. Let's make believe right now. Karen says, yeah, this has all been a fugazi. They did this, and I know from my conversations that I overheard with fucking Leah Ferrara and Jimmy Henry from the FBI, and also the assistant U.S. attorney that's handling the other thing, and the OIG guy that's handling Brian Higgins and his problems, and the civil rights attorneys that debriefed me to get me going. I figured out the game. She's smart. What is Hammer and Hank going to do? Put her on the stand Well, they can't.
Hold on.
They can't force her to testify.
All right.
There
So
you go.
here's,
Take it away.
I'm gonna take it away. We got Jeff Williams, right? He's on the other side.
Who's
right?
he? Who's he?
Jeff Williams. He just comes around.
He's fine.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know,
we let him stay.
Let him in. Let him in. Let Nikki back in. Hey, let's let Nikki back in.
No, Nick, they're all in here. There's no mods on this channel. Everybody's in here, right?
I know. No, but let Nikki back in. Let Nikki back in. He's got a great story.
If you're on the replay crew, let me just say this. If you're on the replay crew, we love you too. Thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah.
Share it with your friends. Hit us with a super thanks, Cash App in the description.
Show some love, man. Show some love.
Show some love. So check this out. The Lexus box has new evidence, he's saying, right? It could, right? But here's the thing. That's just something he's saying. Here's my thing.
It's a smoke screen. It's a smoke screen.
But hold on. Let me say this. My main thing with Karen is this. There's potential jurors out there right now that are casual people, casual fans, meaning there's people who watch the Celtics when they're in the playoffs. There's people who watch wrestling when it's only WrestleMania. And there's people that are only watching this case
when it's a
trial.
Action.
So when they go to look into this case, they're going to go to Dateline. They're going to go to 2020. And they might go to a Turtle Boy, and then they might go to a Kevin, a Plevlin. They're going to hear it from both sides. Now, we just heard from this other guy, Michael Phelps, right? I heard his podcast last night. He took a stance of maybe we read the room wrong with Jennifer McKay. Maybe she was really not lying. Maybe Karen Reed's parents are in on it. He took another approach, and he's been in the true crime genre for like 20 years. So now you got these big people stepping in. So if you're just a casual person or a potential juror, you're going to have to change this whole narrative because the new trial, where we're at right now on the JFK channel, we're not talking about what happened in the past, the conspiracy, what turtle broke the conspiracy, or what the conspiracy was. The conspiracy is over. We all seen the trial. We're on a new trial now. We all seen it. It doesn't matter how long you've been in it.
Talking about going forward.
It doesn't matter how much you think you know more than me. Who's better than this? It doesn't make a difference. We all seen the trial. But these casual fans, they only seen a little bit. They don't know the ins and the outs, the Sean stories, the plane in the sky, the Natalie's and all these different people. So here's my point. I'm going to play a soundbite right now. If the casual fan watched this soundbite right here, Sean, what do you think a casual person might think? Let's just watch this for a second.
He hit him.
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
I don't know what else could have been. It was howling wind. I had YouTube blasting on the stereo, and I thought, did he somehow try to flag me down, which was the reaction I was hoping to garner as I slowly pulled away from the house. Did he come out and maybe trip or bend over to pick up his cell phone and I ran over his foot and then he passed out drunk? I mean, I didn't think I hit him, but could I have clipped him?
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
What else could
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
What else could it was howling wind. I had YouTube blasting on the stereo, and I thought, did he somehow try to flag me down, which was the reaction I was hoping to garner as I slowly pulled away from the house. Did he come out and maybe trip or bend over to pick up his cell phone and I ran over his foot and then he passed out drunk? I mean, I didn't think I hit him, but could I have clipped him? Could I have tagged him in the knee and incapacitated him? Could I have tagged him in the knee and incapacitated him?
I mean, shit, what would even give you?
You want my opinion?
Let me say this. You're a DEA agent. You was a police officer. You hear that, right? And you're a casual fan. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. Let's go back. When was that done?
That was done a long time ago. 18 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, but well after Aiden started this thing, right? What did we learn from her in March of 2022? In June, that's the joke. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. Stop thinking this. Alan Jackson, where does he live?
He lives in L.A., the big city.
There you go, brother. Come on, stop going with me. You think Alan Jackson would ever let her get in front of that camera and make that fucking statement?
But it don't make a difference, Sean, because they released it now in 2024. Right. This is my point.
Hold on. Remember I told you it's all about a movie?
Yeah, it's a
movie. Come on,
movie.
man. Think about it.
All right, so that's cool.
So what, they're
right?
giving us scripts?
Have you figured this one out yet?
Ideas?
Have you figured this one out yet? let me tell you right now, this was scripted on purpose. She didn't make those. She's not, I'm telling you, she's not that stupid. She knows that would kill her. And Jackson knows that would kill her. You don't think?
So why would she say it?
So why would she say it? To get the big flip. To get the big flip.
You're risking a lot, though, Sean.
Oh, hold on.
You're already facing murder. What do you want?
What do you mean? You're facing murder. Time out. We know they don't have the evidence. Come on, just listen to me. She knows she's bulletproof. I'm telling you right now, she's bulletproof.
Yeah.
I don't care what the people say. She's bulletproof. She knows it. Alan Jackson knows it. Yannetti knows it. And fucking Josh Levy knows it. What do you think those 8 letters to Morrissey back and forth when Ted Daniels got the tip?
No, I didn't.
Come on. You think he did that on his own?
So look, here's the main issue here with me, right?
All right. I got you.
So she says that, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Throw people off.
We're on the new trial. We're on the new trial show.
So what's everyone talking about? What's everyone talking about that clip? Oh, look at that. Could she have clipped him? That's by design. Don't you see how this goes? Alan Jackson is brilliant.
What do you mean it's by design? For what though?
To get people like AB and all the other happy horse shits to say, see, there it is. Aha, Kevin. Oh, she clipped him. Kay Peters, all the other people. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She clipped him. I didn't hit him.
I don't understand why they would want to give him.
James Jackson.
I know. I see the Hollywood part.
Put your street cred on.
All right.
It's the big bait and switch.
All right. So here's my thing.
Let me fuck it up. And I come back and I'm a superstar.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Come on, James.
I don't know.
You don't like that one?
That's
okay.
It's 18 months ago.
And
that's good. But I'm saying, I asked you, okay, that's your opinion. But if you was a casual fan, what would you think? A casual person, if you see that clip? Just
like half the chat, I'm reading it right now. That's by design.
Okay, you would think that there could be more to the story, right? So now there's potential. What?
No, I don't. That's by design. It's to get people.
No, but I'm saying if you was I'm not saying your opinion. Yeah. We know your opinion.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying if you was a casual person right now, you would assume that there might be more to the story, right? Just based on that little soundbite, right?
As a casual nobody, yeah, absolutely. I'd say,
okay.
Oh fuck,
so
this is not looking good.
So
that's why it was done.
There's potential jurors out there right now watching this.
Right.
So that's not a smart move if that's out there and there's potential jurors that could watch that. So do you think Karen Reed needed a new soundbite to say, hey, listen, let me explain what happened and let me take it there. Can we agree their next line of defense, right, is going to be the waterfall video because they couldn't get it in. He mentioned it.
Because
Alan Jackson, let me explain. Yeah. Alan Jackson in his summation mentioned it, and he said replay it at 11:57, but they couldn't replay it. And then he talked about the 12:20 text. Now we know when he goes back in on the new trial, after seeing what I've been doing, what Microdots did, zooming in, showing the hands, showing John O'Keefe do this, and I'm about to play it. Don't we think that that's going to be the main focus in the new trial? And if it is, if Karen's not mentioning it, Hank Brennan could take one of these sound bites if he could get it in and say, listen, she's never mentioning the waterfall. She's never saying there was a fight. Even when she says she pulled up on the 2020, she's saying, oh, I dropped them off and I don't know what happened. Now, in the bar, it says a different picture. Check it out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what? Me, fool? You want some of me? Me and you?
Didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
James, what's he saying right there?
Come on.
Let's go, Mo.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now look, now watch this. Heel toe.
Heel toe.
Right? Now look at this. Now you see Karen. Karen's talking to Karina the whole night. She's up underneath her. She doesn't want nothing to do with the bullies. Now watch though. Watch what John does.
Me and you? He's like, me and you? This is what you want to do?
Sean knows.
Look at
Sean
this.
knew, man.
Watch again.
Look at
Heel toe, heel toe. He's laughing at him.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe, man.
The front door, Kay.
It's good. Come on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Guy never went in the house. That was you talking about how you should all get your stories straight, correct?
No.
This fucking guy.
So we seen that right now. Now watch what happens after though, right? We just seen that right now. I'm gonna take you to another video, right? That's very interesting, Sean, and I'm gonna put it together and we could talk on that real quick.
Okay.
Now check this video out. It's the same video, but it's from a different angle.
Gotcha.
Check this out.
Or anything like that?
I did leave, yes.
You didn't
Now keep in mind, Higgins said he didn't say goodbye to anybody. Watch this.
say goodbye to John, correct?
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
And you texted John O'Keefe, you coming here.
I did.
And that had
What's he doing, James?
3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about
Look at
coming
this.
over to 34
He's
Fairview?
all fired up.
No.
So at 12:20 a.m.,
Chris
after
Albert,
you left
wait till we get back to the house.
Waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview,
Brian, I
you were
can't
more
do
interested
shit.
in getting John to come to
I don't
34
know what
Fairview
to
than you
do.
were to getting Karen
Come on,
to
let's
34
go.
Fairview.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
But you didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
So we know he's lying, right? But I want to show you something else real quick, Sean, right? Now
Okay.
we seen him getting grabbed. We seen what he was doing. He said he didn't do nothing. He didn't say goodbye to anybody or nothing like that. Let me just play that. Let me find it real quick.
Brian,
It's this one, right?
There's
this.
Sean.
Is this the one? Let me see if this is the
Yeah,
one.
we're going to make sure.
No, this ain't it. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find the video. You know how this goes, Sean. Just give me 1 second.
No, hey, buddy, I'm all with you, man. You got me.
Yeah. All right. So let me show you this. James, talk to the people.
Yeah, no, Sean, I just wanted to ask Sean something too. How come you think there's no Boston police like outside, or like there's not more of a show up for John? You would think, you know, a cop down, that there'd be more of a show out for him.
Of course. Let me tell you, they know why.
Yeah.
They know why.
That's what gets
know
me
why.
interested.
They know why.
Really sad, man.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see if this is the one.
Man, you got everyone here tonight, buddy. This is nice. You got Julie Carpenter. You got
yeah?
you got all the people. Oh yeah, baby. They're all coming out. I love it. How many people are in the chat? Or how many people
Yeah,
watch?
1900.
Oh, brother.
1900.
Where is the love? Where's the love?
The
Come on,
love,
man.
right?
Hey,
Yeah, we gotta
$1.
get the love.
$1. That's $2,000 right there, man. Wow.
Yeah, right? We got a goal set up there.
There you go. Hey, I'm all for it. You guys are great.
Hey, Sean, you know, keeps us out of trouble. Something to do.
Come on. No, I'm telling you right now. You know the deal. Great intro, by the way, tonight. It was great.
Yeah, that was JFK.
Yeah.
He's
Damn,
good
man,
with
where the
that.
hell is it? I'm trying to find this video. Hold on a second.
Don't worry about it, brother.
Bear
Don't
with me,
worry
people. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. I'm trying to find this
No, I
one
want to
video
get back
that I
to
got.
one thing, James. All right.
Yeah.
Alan Jackson would never. Hey, Rita, look at Rita's there. Look at that. I love it. Alan Jackson would never expose Karen. I'm going to tell you right now.
No.
That is a fugazi. That's a bait and switch. They want the Julie Cobbins of the world. They're fucking with everyone, and I love it. He's a brilliant guy. Trust me. And Karen did it right. I didn't hit him. Here we go.
Yeah, man.
What
All right,
is
here
it?
we go. I want to show you the other part of this video.
Okay.
Right?
You're so full of shit.
Now look at this. This is you see him talking to John, right? Right when he grabs his arm, right? Look at this. He goes out of he loses his shit right here. He touches his head and he yells, right? We got two videos up, right? Right here, he grabs his head. He starts losing his shit right here.
You're so full of shit.
Watch this.
You're so full of shit.
Bar
You're so
guys.
full of shit.
Grabs his head right here. Now look, I want everybody to watch. This is a different angle. He says, "Come here" to John, right? Now look, he grabs his head. He becomes undone right here. Zoom into him. He's undone. Then he screams, right? Everybody looks. Everybody turned around
look
and
at
looked.
the girl that Karen
Right,
was talking to.
Karina turned around and looked. Everybody looks, right?
Yeah.
And he mouths something, right? And look, he tells John, he's looking at John. Now watch this. Look who's walking around, nervous as hell, doing this with her hair, don't know what to do, and she's looking right in the direction at the pipples.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at her.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at this.
So
Look at
that's
this.
Jenny Jen. There's
That's
Jen.
Jenny
Look at
Jen, scared to death.
nervous
as hell.
Nelly.
Now watch
Nervous
what
Nelly.
happens. Now watch what happens at the end, right? Look what's lined right up to him. He's lined right up at John. John's looking at him like, look at this fucking guy. Is this guy serious?
This guy's
right?
serious? I'll knock his fucking head off. That's
Now
what
look,
John-
he does the heel toe like we've seen before,
Yeah.
right? He does
Oh,
the
yeah.
heel toe.
Yeah.
He tells him to come here, right?
Yeah.
But now watch
Yeah.
what happens at the end, right? Now look who stays around at 12:10. Good old clean Chris A. I did nothing wrong. The one who set the whole shit up, right?
I did.
Yeah.
He's sitting there. He's staying in between the high tops because he at 12:10 at this point. He's probably
Oh,
worried
shit.
if the pipples are gonna come running back in.
Yeah,
Right?
right now he thinks he's just calmed everything down. He thinks he accomplished something.
Now look, he tries to
he's
talk
proud
to
of
John.
himself.
James, stay with me now. He tries to talk to John. Look what happens when he tries to talk to John. John don't even pay attention to him.
John could give two shits about it.
John's like, get the
Now
fuck
look.
away from
Now
me.
watch what happens right here when I zoom in. Watch this. Right? There goes Chris right there. He walks away.
Mhm.
Right? Now look at the way he does his drink.
Like this.
He looks to the left, looks to the right, looks to the left, looks to the right, looks to
Yeah.
the left, looks
There
to the
you go.
right. Right?
See
And he goes.
Matty Matt there.
Now-
You see Matty Matt.
Now
Yeah, in the
look
back.
at the way he did the drink again. He looks at him. Chris puts his hands up like this. How does he do his drink, James? Show him how he does his drink. He looks left, just like this. He looks to the left. He looks to the right.
Like, all right,
he sees
this
Matt. He
shitbag's
sees
out of
Matt.
here. This
Look.
shit, this piece of shit. Now
Look.
he's out of there.
Yeah.
He looks to the
He's
left.
going to get him from behind, man.
He looks
That's
to
what
the
he's
right.
doing. He's a
And look,
cop.
I'm out of here. Now he leaves at 12:10. He
knows.
leaves.
He knows.
Now he's out
That's
of
why
here.
I said to JFK, Sean, when this first started, I said he probably brought that glass with him in case he went out there and they just jumped on him. He was hitting
That's right.
somebody.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying, right?
I hear you, buddy.
We know that Karen was there in the bar, and she might have not seen all that, but he did, and he pointed right at
Mhm.
Higgins and said, "Come on." He did the heel toe.
Of course he did.
Bounced up, and if people don't know what heel toe is, let
They
me
don't
break
know.
it down. Let
They
me show
don't
you.
know.
Let
They
me
don't
show
know.
you.
The heel toe. Heel toes not only look cool, but they're great for improving footwork and coordination.
Get you
What-
amped up too.
Okay, that's what heel toe
What did
is.
Muhammad Ali do in the ring? The shuffle.
Yeah, the dancer.
Exactly.
Come on. That's
So he
my
did the heel
generation
toe, and he
right
tells
there,
him to
buddy.
come on. Now, keep in mind,
That's
he
right.
looks over when he sees Higgins do this. He's putting his wallet in his pocket, and he looks over and he's like, "Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on." And then he looks and he's talking to. Then he looks over. He sees McKay. This fucking guy. Are you serious? And then here comes Chris sitting in between the high tops, trying to say,
Right.
"I don't know why they're acting like that, John. I'm sorry. I don't know." And
Right.
he's just looking
Yeah.
at him like this, and he's drinking his drink like this. Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. I'll punch
Yeah.
your
Right.
fucking face in, right? And he
Right.
looks to the left, and he looks to the right. Then he walks away.
Yeah.
The point
He-
is, when he
he
got inside
dismissed-
that truck,
He dismissed the little underachiever. He
Yes,
but
he
dismissed him.
did.
the point is, when he
did.
got,
Right back.
but here's the thing:
Damn,
when he
he
got in the
dismissed
truck,
that motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
when he got in the truck, what was being said from the waterfall,
right?
The
And he
34
said,
Fairview.
I'm gonna fucking tune that fat fuck up, Karen. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Exactly.
All right? That's exactly what he said.
All
I'm gonna
right,
go in
so-
that
so,
motherfucker.
Sean, look, I'm Karen Reed
I'm gonna
now.
do a Sean McDonald. I'm gonna burn it down tonight.
All right, so I'm Karen Reed now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what? On the way to the house, John said, "You know what I'm gonna do to that motherfucker?" That's it. That's all.
Why ain't she saying it? Why ain't she saying it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But listen, here's the bottom line.
Why don't she say it? No, but why don't she say it?
Ask this question, my friend. Why did Alan Jackson, a brilliant multi-million-dollar attorney, put 6 witnesses on for a woman facing the rest of her life in jail?
But that's cool, but that was a mistake. Because here's the deal. Let me tell you why that was a mistake.
Let
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me
back.
tell you why
That
it's a
was by
mistake.
design.
Because Higgins said on the stand, if they had that video that we
Mhm.
just seen, first off the bat, they found out the 1236 text later on. They didn't know that. They knew that after your boy Garino said something. They figured that out, right?
Right.
So if they knew that from the jump, as soon as she got on the stand, Jen McCabe, they would have ate her up. 1245, you sure you seen the car? Yeah, well, 1236, she was connected to the internet. They found out that later. They should have called her back to the stand and left a bang in the jury's mind. So here's the point. The potential jury's out there. Here's my point.
I got
The
you.
potential jury's out there. They seen the clips from 2020. They seen the clips from Dateline. I
Right.
could have hit him. I hit his knee, clipped him, this, that. He could have fell, all these crazy things. Now, we know going into the new trial, they're going to play this waterfall video. This is a smoking gun. It proves a fight.
They better.
It proves it. Okay. But
They
here's
better.
the thing. Karen is saying on these clips that none of this ever happened. He got out the car and he just walked away and vanished.
Maybe that was by design. Maybe that was by, maybe that's extending the grab.
Well,
maybe
I'm
that's
telling
extending
you,
the grab.
Karen, if you're listening, JFK saying to you, you need to do a soundbite. And all you got to do is just say, hey, listen, everybody, you guys just need to check out that waterfall video. And maybe say when John, because you said you were fighting with John, but what were you fighting about? What was the real fight? We all know what the real fight about is because we know the text messages was going on between you and Higgins, and you was worried that he was going to go inside that house and Higgins and him was going to become friends and they were going to blow your spot up. That's why you drove off so pissed off calling him a pervert.
Yeah.
That's why you were so mad, right? Isn't this what happened? No, I'm bugging.
No, I listen, it's all possible. But the problem
So
is,
my point is,
they
why
had the
wouldn't she
chance.
say
Why didn't they do it? They had them all lined up. Why
Well,
didn't they
here's the
do it?
thing, because at the time, and here's the thing. So now this is when it gets crazy. We got someone like Sean and the DEA saying the feds are here. Don't worry about it.
She knew
never.
that. That's
She's
her
never.
word.
Okay,
Those
she
are
knew
her
that.
words.
She knew that she's never going to go to jail. And then yet people are telling me when I bring this up, saying JFK, she can't talk. Her lawyers are telling her not to talk. Well, all the people that are saying the feds are here and that she's never going to go to jail, she should talk then.
Yeah.
Now, if the feds
She
ain't
can't
coming,
talk.
and if the feds ain't coming, and there is a new trial, she needs to, for the casual potential juror out there, she needs to bring up what exactly happened from Fairview, from the waterfall to Fairview. Because obviously John didn't get in that car. Keep in mind, you know who else was on the backup? Maddie M was on the
Maddie M
backup
was on the
because let me break it down.
Fucking Maddie Matt, man.
Maddie M was on the backup, right, James? Because
the Wi-Fi
what happens?
was connected.
We're not police, right? We're not police, but John O'Keefe was a police officer, right? Right, James?
Absolutely.
Right? And he texted Jen McCabe. He said, "What's the address?" And what do cops usually do, James?
They got memory, muscle memory.
They got memory, muscle memory. He was on the walkie-talkie with his partner. So me and James are partners right now. So we'll act like we're getting from the control. Control to 7.
Go ahead, 7.
Can you go to 34 Fairview for a disturbance?
Not those assholes again. On my way.
That's it. That's how they need the address. But Jen McCabe, he decided to call him and talk for 45 seconds. And then he hung up with her and they talked again for 36 seconds for a fucking address. So you got to think about these things, man. Like what was she saying? Don't come here or come here. We don't know. The point is, this is the things that need to be talked about. What type of time was John O'Keefe on when he jumped out that truck? Why is she acting like, because then she said on the 2020 interview, she put her head down and she put her Bluetooth on. I mean, put her looked at her phone and was looking at text messages.
Looking at text messages.
So which means is if she was looking at text messages, she's seen the 11:32 text from Higgins.
Mm.
Right?
Mm.
And then you got to keep in mind, for that 12:20 text, are you coming here after we seen this, and then we seen this, and then we seen what? We seen all that. This is going to be for the new trial. Keep in mind, people, we got 2,000 people in the chat. I hope I changed some of you guys' minds.
I hope so, man. Listen, you did your homework on this. I like this. I like this whole thing. I do.
So what I'm saying is, if this is going to be the line of defense for Hank Brennan, so here's how this could get corrected. This is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped it, and this could be far-fetched, but we do know the Commonwealth of Massachusetts gets creative. They do this all the time, and let me parallel or give you a similarity to a probation surrender. A guy has 2 years suspended in jail, right? And he's doing the right thing. He got a job. He's taking care of his kids, but he has one little slip up, and he gets caught shoplifting an iPhone charger.
Going back.
One. He's going back, right? But the judge don't want to give him the full 2 years. But on the guideline, it's either all or nothing.
Yeah. That's right.
So now the judge got to get creative and say, man, I really don't want to give this dude 2 years. His little baby's in the audience. His wife's in the audience. He stole an iPhone charge. He's down on his luck. How can I not give him this 2 years? How can I figure this out? How can I get around this law? You know what I'll do? I'll detain him. Give me a second. It's crazy car.
Damn, is that bad?
What happened?
Scat Pack. A Hellcat just drove by. A Dodge. Right? They're crazy out here. But how can I figure?
You back in Georgia?
I'm in Georgia chilling.
I knew you
So
were.
here's the deal. How can I figure out how to give him some type of time, some type of repercussion for what he did, but without giving him the full 2 years? How can I get around the law? So I'll detain him. Let's detain him, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, his probation steps up, Your Honor. He got arrested for the charger. The preponderance of evidence, likely that he stole or likely that he didn't steal. Let's do this. Let's detain this case. Let's detain him and continue it for 60 days.
Right.
So now he gets detained and he goes to jail for 60 days.
Gonna sweat him. Gonna sweat it. Yeah.
He sweats it out. He comes back. The judge finds him in violation of his probation and reconsiders his probation, and he slides back out. And he didn't get hit with the deuce. They got creative. So now people in the chat, the law people are going to say, yeah, but probation's not your right and it's different. Okay, we get all that, but that's just a similarity how you can get around the law. So what if this happens? And I'm throwing this out there, the energy. I'm putting this energy out there because I think Hank Brennan is not going to sell his soul for $75,000. I just don't see it. I don't see Hank Brennan, who thinks Whitey Bulge is not a rat, and he says with his own words, police shouldn't be corrupt. I can't believe if he thinks Whitey Bulge is not a rat, how he could possibly think Karen Reed is guilty. So maybe if they drop it to manslaughter, which we know I think the 6th they're going to court, 3 judges are going to rule that it's manslaughter, right? And even if they don't, I think Hank Brennan might drop it to manslaughter because we can all agree that she was overcharged. Now, if they drop it to manslaughter, maybe all 3 of these defense attorneys, because they all at one time were prosecutors. Keep in mind, Poetic Yannetti. He was in Middlesex County smoking motherfuckers. And Alan Jackson, he was doing the same thing in LA, giving dudes 3 strikes. Right? These are facts. So now they're all defense attorneys. They all get together and they say, listen, if Karen gets on the stand and becomes a witness on her own trial, because we know it shifted on her trial. It was like every witness was the defendant when we watched the first trial, right? Like every witness was the defendant. Lally was protecting them. Like he was the defense attorney and they were on trial, right? That's what it looked like. So now we switch it. She becomes a witness. She gets on the stand. Now everybody's going to say, no, she's not going to get on the stand. Well, if the feds are involved, then she can't go to jail. So why not get on the stand? So we can have this talk. But if she gets on the stand and they make a deal with Hank Brennan, and Hank Brennan says, if she gets on that stand and she does the right thing and says what she needs to say, exactly what happened, right? And she can make the family that we all got to understand, they're fighting for that family because Peggy in what's his name? The brother Paul.
Oh.
They don't believe Karen. And if they did, I think this would be different, but they don't. So they got to please the family. So if she gets on the stand and she says, John got out that car pissed off and said she was going to beat up Higgins. He was mad at me for what happened to Higgins. And she takes the brunt of it through social media, through the headline. She takes that repercussion, that look. That's her punishment. And then all of a sudden, mid-trial, Hank Brennan, as she does that, he pulls the plug and he dismisses the whole shit. Now it puts all these motherfuckers in a pickle. Now they're like, holy shit, he pulled the plug. She got up on the stand. Everything's transcribed of what happened. And now they come running at her, Hank Brennan's feet, and start copping pleas. That's one way to get creative. Like I said, it's speculation. People are going to say, you crazy, JFK. Probably right. But at the end of the day, that's one way to make this go away.
Listen, that would be high stakes for a guy like Alan Jackson. All that money was not wasted for her to get on the stand and be subjected to a. But you know something? At this stage of the game in my life, I've seen everything happen, and I'm not against it. But the reality is, the law of averages is, why take that chance?
If the agreement is, it's. Well, I'm not saying that they're going to go with the whole trial. If the agreement is she gets on the stand and she speaks her truth, and because this is the same guy, Hank Brennan, who was going to put Whitey Bulger on the stand and said, "Hey, you got to get on the stand and tell the truth, but you got to incriminate yourself." So, which means that she would have to get on the stand. She would have to get on the stand and say, "I was drunk. I drove him there. He was pissed at me." And then if she tells her truth, maybe he says, you know what? She's willing to tell the truth. I'm going to pull the plug now. And everybody got the truth of what happened, of what type of time this guy was on. Or scratch all that. And she just comes out and does a video and tells us what type of time, what type of mood was John O'Keefe in when he got out the car. Because I'm sick of hearing saying, because it doesn't make sense of what's being said. People are saying, oh, she was mad when she drove off. The reason why she left the messages because she thought he was with a girl. What girl did she think he was with at 12:20 at night?
The girl down the street.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I know
it doesn't, but it don't make sense. He was gonna tell her he's gonna get out the car. Then why didn't she go to the girl down the street's house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, he was gonna go down the street. It don't make sense with his kids at the house.
Right,
it don't make sense.
So, gee, here's the thing. I'd give you that if there was a valid and non-corrupt investigation of this case, and that the cops did everything in their power, and they came to a conclusion and real evidence that she did it. Now, listen, they failed trial one. That mofo, Hammer and Hank, cannot resurrect that case. He can't. Listen, you know how many times Kevin and those people over Julie Kopp and, oh, Sean, they got the Pequot side fucking video. She's checking her taillight. They had to say that. Now they got to say about the box, the new box, right? It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And I'm telling you right now, I've put a lot on the line here. I lost a lot of time with my wife over this. She's bulletproof. And Hammer and Hank knows that. And he's got shit in, and he's only going to send shit out. And it all depends what jury they draw. And you're right about that. A lot of people have heard this case now. I don't see how they can get a jury in fucking Dedham. I don't see how it's going to happen. I really don't.
I mean, I don't see it either. A lot of people seen it, but like I said, that soundbite, I think that was a smoking gun to me. That the waterfall video, which
that's
Michael Dotz did.
Buddy,
and,
that's Michael Dotz is a magician.
And we seen, and I've been on this waterfall video the whole time. And you know, let's take them. You know, since we got haters out there that probably think she might be.
I love it, man.
You know, they might, yeah, and they might, you know, they might think she's guilty or whatever. But let's take them. James, you want to take him to the house real quick?
Let's go.
Let's take him to the house. Let's take him to the house real quick.
Oh, look at this, man. This is nice.
Let's take him inside. Take him inside.
Don't worry, Sean. Nobody will see you coming down the basement.
Take him inside, James.
Let's go down there. Down to the dungeon where nobody's going.
Hey, look what's down here.
Oh.
Oh, a weight set. Wow, and he had a big gash on the back of his head. Isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, wow. Right next to the curb, huh? Hey, James, you want to back us out of this driveway and get us out of 34 Value? Let's back out.
That's the video right there.
Let's go.
I know who that person is.
Here he is, Sean. You see anything?
You see anything, Sean?
I see it all right there. I can see it.
Let's do it again. Back out with me. Up this. R.I.P. John O'Keefe. R.I.P. John O'Keefe.
R.I.P. buddy.
Let's go. Let's back him out one more time. Oh, there he is.
Come on.
I'll tell you right now.
7 people left that house, Sean. 7.
I'm gonna tell you right now. People, all these happy hushes right there. The AB, Julie, everyone, everyone's getting sued. Carpenter, right? Here's the bottom line. That video, I know the woman that did that video, and I forgot her name the other day. That is a perfect video. She recreated that, and she is golden. Crime, what the hell? True Crime Junkie did that last thing that you showed with from a distance. I mean, listen, you cannot take any credit away from Richie from Microdose, but I'll tell you right now, it was True Crime Junkie that caught the attention of Alan Jackson at the last hour.
Only one other place that John could have been.
What, that video right there you saying?
Let's go into a little bit what Alan Jackson says about the bar scene. Listen to this real quick.
Right.
And that's in the house. Exactly where the Apple Health data places it. So it all fits. And Ryan was right behind her, remember, staring at her taillights. Undamaged, brightly lit. That brings up another difficulty for the Commonwealth, and that's their star witness, Jennifer McCabe. You'll recall that Jennifer McCabe claimed that she was looking out the door, staring at that SUV over and over and over again from 1229 to 1250. She was very specific about that time frame. But we know that the SUV was gone from 34 Fairview by about 1230. Had to be in order to connect to the Wi-Fi at 1236. So unequivocally, Jennifer McCabe was lying about watching that SUV, and it makes you wonder why. And to add to that deceit, she was also blatantly lying about the calls to John's phone. You remember that colloquy back and forth. She said that every single one of those calls to John's phone during that time was a butt dial. Or was someone looking for John's phone? Let's talk for a second about what actually happened in the time leading up to everyone going to 34 Fairview. Brian Albert, Brian Higgins show up drunk at the waterfall. They had been drinking in the afternoon. You know about the flirtatious texts that were sent between Karen Reed and Brian. Higgins was clearly pining over Karen, but for her, the flirtation had ran its course. It was done. She was happy and committed to John. You could see that in her actions with John that night. Brian Higgins, however, you can see in his actions, he wasn't quite so satisfied and he wasn't done. His text message, well, meaning, what the hell, Karen? What about me? Seemed aggressive, seemed annoyed. He didn't like being ignored. That was pretty clear. So he's 5 or 6 whiskeys deep into the night by this time, and she continued to ignore him. Then oddly, Higgins, who doesn't know John all that well, seems to want to coax John to 34 Fairview. I draw your attention to the waterfall tape if you want to take another look at it. It's at the 11:57 mark. Between 11:57 and
that's where we messed up, right? Because you can't replay it. You can't replay that video in the court. Killed him.
58. Take a look at that.
Watch
tape.
this.
He's just about to leave. Higgins is just about to leave. He points over at John and he motions for him. Come on. Come on. Come with me. And then at 12:20, he texts him, you coming here? This is a person he doesn't really know and didn't really talk to that entire night. Ask yourself, why was Higgins so insistent that John go to 34 Fairview that night? And then there's that sparring and fighting that he and Brian Albert were engaged in. Of all the things they could be doing, This is what they were doing just minutes before John O'Keefe walked into that house at 34 Fairview.
That's nuts, man.
You know, so here's the thing. This is what he said in his summation.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say everything about them bringing this up at the waterfall and the sound bites, this is what he left off with in his summation. So obviously he's going to pick up where he left off. So the potential jurors are watching these sound bites. They're watching the other side. They're watching the yin and the yang. I think she needs to make a new sound bite, me personally. And like you said, when you turned up the heat, she needs to speak out and say, hey, check out the waterfall video. And maybe explain what happened from that car ride from Fairview to the waterfall. If anything did happen, and even if she says, hey, I didn't even know anything was happening. It is what it is, but she never talks about that because I just don't feel that John O'Keefe, when he would walk back in that car, he was just like, all right, just drive. Let's just drive to this house over there. Don't say nothing. I'm sure he had to say something. So, I mean, and that's what's left out. That's just my opinion. I don't mean to hurt nobody. Disclaimer. It just is what it is. And I think that should need to be said to put it in their head already that happened. They need to put it in their head now that happened because that was left out. That was left out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, they had it. They did some great, picking up Jen McCabe in that morning shot. She's going down, hiding out behind the cars, and she makes a quick left over to the fucking house. That was awesome. They picked that out. I don't know how they missed the waterfall bar. I don't know how. Listen, thank God for Crime Junkie. She's the one that brought that. I mean, let's face it. And then thank God for Richie. I mean, he did. Man, he's got the tools.
And JFK with the heel toe.
There you go. I called it the shuffle, alley shuffle.
You know, and then it just is what it is. I mean, that's the only reason why. So I just want people to take from this show that Sean's saying, "Hey, Karen, you could speak. You're free." I think that was just the point. Like,
listen, Karen has to listen. She has to listen to her attorney. Doesn't have to listen to me. But give back messages to the dons of Canton who are out there every friggin' day and stand out everywhere. Give them hope somehow. Listen, she's out there. She's in chats now, which is fine. I love it. I love she started chatting after Monday night. I think she could do a lot more damage if she just did a short herself and just spoke on certain issues and just put it in the minds of these potential jurors and see if she could catch a viral moment. I think it would help. I don't think it would hurt her. That's just my opinion. That's all. And that's not me going against her. Right.
I'm all about free Karen Reed.
Right.
I just don't understand that thing could come back to hurt her because if Beetlejuice, Hank Brennan, is against her, he could turn around and pull her statements out and say, listen, she never once said there was an issue at the waterfall. Now she's saying there's an issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's nothing if she doesn't say, hey, well, maybe I didn't catch it, right? Or just speak to it, or maybe say, well, I didn't want to say it because we never heard her yet talk about the text messages with Higgins, like really get into it, like what was really going on. And it's not about what Karen felt. That's what people can understand. Like Karen was upset in Disney World when John allegedly did what he did, right? She was upset, even though John looked at it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So what if she looked at Higgins as nothing, but John felt really bad? We don't know.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So
wasn't there testimony that John said, hey, is he hitting on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So he knew something.
He knew something.
And this thing with fucking Higgins calling him out, listen, you can't misinterpret that. Now, the thing is, did Karen know? Did she know that? Can she say, without a doubt?
The best part is we didn't even show when that thing was in the video. In the beginning of the waterfall, John goes in and he hugs Higgins first.
That's the first thing he did.
The first thing he did was go up to Higgins and give him a hug. Like, I know what.
Yeah. And that's when Higgins became unhinged.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep in mind, he walks in. See, people keep talking about that night. 1,900 people. You guys keep talking about that night. It wasn't a night. A night is 4 or 5 hours, right? It was 1 hour. They got there at 10:55 and they left at 12:05, 12:10. It was 1 hour.
A lot of slamming before, like John was tuning it up.
You know, and right when he walked in, James, what did he do? Right when he walked into that bar, who did he walk right up to?
Right up to Higgins.
Gave him
John
the kiss
O'Keefe.
of death. He gave him the kiss of death.
Yep, gave him the hug on his
that
neck.
Was a message. That was a message.
That was definitely a message.
Absolutely. You can't misinterpret that. He knew. Now we know he knew. He knew.
Now Higgins
And
is
guess
like,
what? She knew
what am I
too.
gonna
She knew
do?
also.
I think so. I think that the reason why she was talking to Karina the whole night and she was up under Karina talking because Karina's neutral. And you've seen Jen McCabe, if you're on the replay crew and if you're watching, go back and watch the tape. Jen McCabe's moving all crazy. She's looking because she knows that Brian A., big bad Brian A., is not playing games. And she knows they're up to something. This is entertainment. And Chris stayed before John left because he was trying to cop a plea to John. Like, my bad, man. I didn't mean to throw you in this mess because he's the one that made the call.
But
so
remember,
it all makes sense. And it's just common sense. That's all.
But remember that there was testimony that, hey, Brenda Law, thank you. I see you. There was testimony that Jen wanted Karen to separate from John. And Jen was trying to say, you come with me. We had a big surprise. Remember? Now listen, let's play this out. And John was supposed to go with the boys. Listen, Karen had the keys. John didn't. John needed her to drive because he said, this is my night. I'm going to have a couple cocktails, big storm coming in. I'm going to fucking slam it tonight. And she's going to drive me home. Then she's going back to Mansfield. That's it. That was the plan. However, Jen, right, our baby Jen, wanted Karen to be with her and John with the boys. We heard that, right?
Maybe she wanted, Jen just felt like, oh, Karen, she caused all this and the boys need to talk it out. The boys need to talk it out.
Right.
The boys need to get together and talk it out. But I think that's the reason why Karen left in a rage. I think that when he didn't come back outside for whatever reason, the first thing that went through her mind is shit. They're in there. They're all cops. They're all cops and they're all going to get together. And Higgins is going to say, hey, look at this. Look at all these text messages, John. This is what your girl been doing behind your back. And her spot was going to get blown, and she raged out. She was
probably very concerned about that. I get it.
But she doesn't mention that. And I mean, I think you should be transparent and say that because this is on the table.
Yeah.
Because it could go the other way against her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they still try to convict her of manslaughter.
Well, here's the thing. I still believe, right, that Hank, his best chance at anything is to go with manslaughter. Forget the other ones. That's tried and true. They couldn't do anything. Let's face it, they couldn't.
No.
Now, remember what the deal was. Get us more time. The acting U.S. attorney for the District of Massachusetts tells the boys, Yannetti and Jackson, I need more time. What do you think he's saying? We know that happened. That's true. They got 3,074 pages of exculpatory evidence that they withheld from Karen. Only Karen. People want to say, well, they're supposed to give up No, they're only giving up what's against her, not Morrissey, not the wiretaps, nothing. Just with her. They're slick. They're not going to give up the whole big case.
No.
Come on, we know that. Right?
Let me play one more clip before we get up out of here to let everybody know and all the non-believers know.
Oh man,
Karen Reed, the people who don't believe, even on the fence, that Karen Reed is guilty. Just watch this right here. You guys got to watch this right here.
Let's talk about the truth.
Let's talk about the truth
concerning John's injuries first.
Let's go.
The Commonwealth's own medical examiner, Dr. Scorti-Bello, could not conclude that John was hit by a car. Think about that. And she would not even say that it was a homicide. She told you without any dispute in this case, quote, evidence pointing toward one manner of death is no more compelling than evidence of a competing manner of death, end quote. Her words, not mine. She went on to say it's just as likely that he was punched and fell backward. His injuries are consistent with that. In fact, in her expert opinion, his injuries are consistent with a physical altercation, as she testified, but they are not, in her words, not classical injuries from an auto-pedestrian accident. That by itself is reasonable doubt. Dr. Russell studied, diagnosed, and treated up to 1,000 animal wounds. She's an expert in animal wounds, and she was unequivocal. Those wounds are from an animal, likely a large dog, which means that John was attacked inside the home where Chloe was. There is no other possibility. And Dr. Sheridan, for his part, with thousands of 13,000 autopsies under his belt, decades of experience as the chief medical examiner who's triple credentialed in anatomical, forensic, and neuropathology, he told you that John's injuries are inconsistent with a motor vehicle accident or incident. They're consistent, however, with a physical altercation. In layman's terms, the science proves John was beaten. That also is reasonable doubt and should end this case. But the facts and evidence don't stop there. Two of the most highly educated and highly qualified engineers you'll ever meet, Dr. Dan Wolf and Dr. Andrew Rentschler, mechanical engineer and a biomechanist. They reviewed this case. They did testing, they did analysis, they evaluated the case scientifically. They were not hired by the defense, not by the Commonwealth. They're completely 100% independent of any party in this case. And they were equally available, by the way, to the Commonwealth. They could have called them. They explained that John's injuries were not caused by being hit by Miss Reed's SUV, and that the SUV was not damaged by coming in contact with John O'Keefe's body. That should end the inquiry right there. Both sides of the equation. From a physics, engineering, and biomechanical standpoint, they established that John O'Keefe was not struck by Karen Reed's vehicle, period. And that is yet another fact
right there. That's it.
That establishes reasonable doubt and should put an end to this case.
So instead of calling the ARCA experts, which they had available to them, the Commonwealth chose to introduce you to Trooper Joe Paul. You'll remember his testimony. I think I'm being kind when I say that Trooper Paul's analysis lacked credibility.
Killing him.
Trooper Paul lacks the experience, the education, the training, the background, and the knowledge to not only render opinions on these issues, but to even understand the issues themselves. He makes the absurd claim that John was hit on the elbow area of his arm by a taillight, he was spun to the left in a pirouette, his arm stayed on the light long enough for the shards of plastic to explode around him, scratching his arm even though he was wearing long sleeves, then projecting him 30 feet to the left, but not before making a stop to hit his head on either the curb or the pavement, before coming to his final resting place with his unbroken phone tucked neatly under his body.
What did Dr. Rentschler say before he left the stand? This was even under cross-examination.
Talk
He
to
said
him,
that
Jackson.
the physics and the science don't lie. His words were, you can't deny the science and the physics.
They can't explain the injury to his tongue, the laceration on his tongue. They cannot explain the injuries to his back, to the back of his hands, the bruises, and certainly they cannot explain the injuries to his right arm. But maybe most importantly, they cannot and haven't even tried to explain the lack of injuries on John's body from the neck down. Nothing. He was pristine.
Pristine.
Nothing to suggest that he was hit by a 7,000-pound SUV going 25 miles per hour. And what of that right arm? According to the Commonwealth's best and brightest, Trooper Paul, John absorbed the entirety of the collision, the whole collision, with that 3.5-ton SUV entirely with his right arm, launching him some 30 feet.
Oh, damn.
But amazingly, the arm suffered no break, no fracture, and didn't even get a bruise.
Woo!
So how are those injuries properly explained? The evidence is simple. John got into an altercation. He was punched. He tried to defend himself.
Oh!
You know, how that jury could not come back. Well, listen, here's the bottom line. They got 6 witnesses. They needed more. Think about it. The Commonwealth put up 68 witnesses, but they couldn't get a conviction because the defense only put up 6. They probably said, what the fuck? There's only 6 witnesses. The other team put 60 some odd witnesses. There's got to be something wrong here. So you know what they did? Murder's out. The other one's out. We're going to go with manslaughter because something's not right here. Yeah. All Jackson needed to gain time was 1 fucking NG. That's all he wanted. Of course, he wanted the full guilty. I mean, they're not guilty, right? But he wanted 1 to make this go into extra innings. This is all, I'm telling you, this is the plan from day 1. Get the time.
Sign me up, and this is the plan.
This is the plan, my friend. The man with the plan. That's what it is. Jackson, listen, ain't no one better than Jackson. I'm telling you right now. She did well. I don't know, that $5 million. I don't know. I had to do some calculation on that, but I'll tell you right now, Worth every penny. Worth
He
every
bet
penny.
his career. Jackson bet his career on this too.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you something right now. Jackson would never take this case if he didn't know what Levy knows. Trust me on this. Trust me. He came in late and he had the big pot of gold sitting right there. He said, "This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it."
So my summation of this show,
All right.
we're at the 2 hours. I got Sean. Sean, I appreciate you hanging out for the 2 hour mark.
Oh man, anytime, brother. Anytime.
You want to take some phone calls?
Hell yeah. Let's get AB on. I just found out AB is a free. She's free Karen Reed. I think she just hates me. I don't know.
So let me say this to the people. When you make a phone call, right? Sean, he can't talk to you. So ask him a question. I'll hang up and then we'll talk about the question you guys
Beautiful.
asked.
Sean's a snake. I like that. I love it. But here's the thing, man. Hold on, time out.
Go ahead.
You have pretty much the full gamut of the, I don't want to call them trolls, the other side, right? But they're not that bad. I got to tell you, when I see now, they're not that bad. The Julies are not that bad. Listen, I know who they are. They're not that bad. You know what I love, brother?
We don't let them bother us, really.
Let me ask you a question. What's your all-time high numbers?
Oh, this
tonight?
is it.
Hey, buddy, listen. This is what it's all about.
This is it.
Yeah,
This is
it.
I wanted this show. I wanted this show because you know why? I wanted to give you the love that you gave me.
Yeah.
I asked, right, G? I asked you, right?
Yeah, you
I
did.
said, if you want me, you came on my show, I'm coming. I'm going to give the love to you. I knew you'd have an all-star night tonight.
And
a record night.
And what I did was,
Jackson, what do you say?
Nothing but love for you,
Love
Sean,
it.
man. I really appreciate that.
Love
And
it.
what I try to do on tonight's show, you know, if you guys watch the whole thing, is that I just try to say that put the phone number up. I'm already getting a call.
Beautiful. Put them on.
Hold on a second.
No, it's good, Sean. I'm glad you're here with us.
I love it. I'll come back anytime. Trust me.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Oh,
Let me take this.
From Kogo.
You're live with JFK and Sean and James. What's going on, Coco?
Hi, how are ya?
We're all right.
Great show tonight.
Appreciate
Great
it.
show. All the effing trolls are here. I love it.
That's awesome.
I love
you guys take
You
care
both
of
did great, and I have to tell you, your video. I really don't think that Karen saw what was going on. I think your video, the breakdown of it, like every time I see it.
Hello? Oh man, I think I lost her.
No, Coco is great, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Coco.
Coco's
Call
great.
back, Coco. I'm sorry, Coco. I think I lost you. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Damn. All right. Well, I lost one. I lost one shot.
Here we go.
I lost one shot.
That's all right, buddy. She was good, man. She was good.
You're live with Sean, JFK, and James.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
Monica.
Hey, Monica. What do you
Hey,
want to talk
Monica.
about?
Well, I love you, Sean, but I really wanted to ask you, Jeff, with Karen already making the statement that, you know, everything was fine that night, and the ones testifying for the prosecution saying everything was fine that night, if she comes out to say anything different at all right now, don't you agree that they would use that against her?
Yeah, well, that could be her punishment, right? Like if they made a deal with her, like, hey, say what you need to say, and if we like it, then we'll drop the case. I don't know. It would hurt. But I mean, you got to speak the truth, right? And if the feds are involved and she didn't do it, and the feds are involved, then she's kind of bulletproof. I mean, it's a yin and a yang. It's just a question, you know, but that's a, you know, you're right. I appreciate your call, sweetheart. We're going to take the next one, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Call from
Thinking that too.
Mystery.
You're live with Sean, JFK, James.
Hey, this is Mystery Singer. I just want to say that all three of you are freaking awesome for what you have done to help Karen Reed and to open up people's eyes to the truth. Sean, from day one when you were talking about FBI and no one believed you, and then sure as shit it happened, and Farwell got busted, and now it's going to happen to the rest of them. So my question is, when do you think that's going to happen?
All right, thanks for the call. I'm gonna have Sean answer that. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Sean,
All right,
talk to the
Mystery.
people.
Hey, Mystery, thank you for that compliment for these boys right here. These gentlemen right here are very, very intelligent. Okay.
Appreciate that.
So here's the thing. Think about Farwell, right? I'm telling you people, this is about think about it as a huge pizza pie, big, huge pizza pie. And they sliced out Farwell to make it seem like, oh, we just got involved. Bullshit. They sliced out O'Keefe. They'll get there. It took them 3 years to drop the hammer on Farwell. They have nothing but time. Okay. They have nothing but time. She gets acquitted. They got more. Let me tell you, with federal law, the conspiracy goes is 5 years after the last provable overt act. And that could be another phone call saying, man, we got to do something. We got to hide something. 5 years to prosecute the case.
Reality check.
So I'm gonna take the next
There's
one.
Annette. All right, there's Annette.
Hey, JFK, Sean, James, who we talking with?
Reality check.
Reality check. You're with the boys.
Hey,
She's one of my favorite
all
mods.
right.
What's up there,
So
Gary?
here's where I'm at. We're going into this, and we're fighting battles on both sides, and we're supposed to be supporting each other on both sides, but that doesn't seem to be happening all the time. And I'm getting attacked on different platforms, and I know that Sean has been attacked, and I'm sure you've been attacked. So how about we just stop? How about we just start ignoring the other side?
Whoa.
Like not even acknowledging that they exist, because that's where all the problems are coming from. It really is.
Is that all you want to say, reality check? Because we're going to try to take the next call because you see how many people are in the chat.
Go ahead, bro.
Appreciate it,
Go
reality
ahead.
check. Thank you.
Yep.
Comment? Want to
Yeah,
comment?
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Comment.
Hey, listen, that's Annette. She knows it. Bottom line is this.
Call from
People on our side are doing the skank too. So let's face it. Let's be real here. People
They're
on
doing the what? Say that again.
skank. They're doing the skank. Come on, we know who they are. Come on, this ain't a full crew.
from
All right.
Linda.
Pray for them.
Linda, what's going on? You're live with Sean on the golf, JFK, and James Jackson.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, we're all
enjoying
right.
this great show tonight, and I'm glad to see Sean there. I
Yeah.
just love Sean.
Sean.
And he looks so good,
He is
smiling. And I have a question for
Meds.
Sean.
Meds.
It's a little off topic, but it has to do with the case. It's something that has baffled me throughout the whole trial. So, you know, because I've watched that trial from the beginning. I've watched everything about it, all the different shows, everything, commentaries. Whatever happened to the duffel bag?
all right. I'm going to have Sean answer that. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Sean, the duffel bag. What's going on with this duffel bag?
The duffel bag. Listen, all I know is, right? Who knows? All I know is four unmarked cars converged with our buddy Craig McDonald. And the neighbors saw it and they called me and they said the duffel bag came out. And that's been the end of it. I know Josh knows what's in that bag.
To accept,
I
press
can't
1. To
comment.
send a voicemail, press 2.
What's
You're live with Sean, JFK, and James. Who we talking with?
Tammy.
What's up, Tammy? What do you want to talk about?
I just have a quick question. I just heard the other day where I want to say it's the day that Proctor went to her dad's house, and she said something about like the nightmare is that everybody knows that. Forgive me because I have chemo brain and I have trouble saying names and stuff, but like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Are
Where
we all
Karen
in on the
says
same joke?
that it's
No,
a
no.
nightmare and everybody knows who did it, that it was
Yeah, the
Brian
joke.
and Colin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's your question, sweetheart?
Then they towed the car. Okay. My question is, how did she hear about that?
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna have Sean answer that. Okay,
Like,
sweetie.
who gave her that information?
I'm gonna have Sean answer that. Okay.
If he knows.
All right.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you. Bye.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know.
Talk to him, Sean.
Of course, I know. Hold on. First of all, to that young lady, God bless you. I know you.
God bless.
Listen, God bless you, and I hope you a quick recovery. All right, here's the bottom line. Didn't happen that day. They went there, they towed her car, and they grabbed her phone. Right now, I don't think they had a warrant. I don't know. I think she was cooperating, so she gave it up. Bottom line is, she didn't know shit right then. She was an innocent. She said, "What? I'll cooperate. I'll do everything you want." It was June of 2022. She knew. And that's when she said, "We're all in the same joke." That's the famous Lally gift of all gifts. He gave us something. He's not, listen, guys, I'm laughing so hard because people are not paying attention.
Well, in that Vanity Fair article, she said that there was a deal on the table for 2 years. She said that.
Of course there was.
Because she got arrested in February, and then June she got indicted. In between that, they offered a reduce.
Of course they did. The bottom line, they didn't want to bring that case. Look at how bad that case looks. Look at Trooper Paul.
To accept,
She knew
press
that.
1.
She said,
To send a voicemail.
Sangu.
You're live with Sean, JFK, and James. What do you want to talk about?
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, buddy?
Question.
Go ahead.
What's the deal with Aiden? Aiden said Sean said that he had the same information that Aiden did. So Aiden says he doesn't have that video. What does he think about that?
All right, I'll let him know. Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
Well,
Peace.
okay. Hey, thanks for the question. What's his name again? I don't know what his name is.
Chris. I think Chris.
Hey, listen. What I have came from Natalie. Listen, I don't know. You tell me.
All right, that's good.
Natalie. That came from Natalie.
Right?
Call
You
from
tell me,
Coco.
Sean. You tell him.
Tell me.
I mean,
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
could have came from one of the people in the chat.
Coco, we're sorry we lost you the first time. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I just want to try to get through and finish what I was saying.
I'm sorry, Coco. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, sweetie.
No, I think it was my fault. I screwed up.
I think it was mine. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I just want to finish saying, like, between Sean's reconstruction of the tail light, your video of the waterfall, I mean, it blows my mind seeing it now. It's like crazy every time I see it. And I don't know if I'm live.
No, you're live. You're live. Go ahead. You got to turn down the background a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me turn it down. Okay.
Man, she just turned it off.
No, she didn't turn it off. She's here.
Oh, yo.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm confused because I'm watching the thing. You guys are the trifecta tonight. Three handsome men did a great job. Great job. And I love that all the trolls came out. They all say they hate Sean, but they just can't stay away. And
They
it's
love
great
us, Sean.
You got a question for Sean? You got a question for him?
No, I just wanted I really don't have a question. I just want to compliment you guys. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Love you all. Do a great job and keep on pushing.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that, Coco.
Okay, bye. Bye, Sean. Bye, James. Bye, JFK.
Peace.
Hey, real quick, my friend. Take the call. Take the call.
Sean, you're a hot commodity, buddy.
Eileen Becker.
You're live with JFK, Sean on the golf, and James Jackson.
Yep, nah, I'm good.
Hi, Shawnee Oak.
Hey, what do you want to talk about?
There, girl.
It's Eileen from the last stream when I said bingo, and Sean liked that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got
And my question is, my husband was Sean's roommate at Westfield State for a semester.
That's crazy.
Oh, careful.
It is crazy. And my sister in Ireland got me watching this stream, and then my husband saw his face, and he said, yeah, he was my roommate.
Nice.
Wow.
And so, in Sean, I trust, because I know he knows more than he's saying, and I appreciate the coverage and having him on. And I support Sean all the way.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night.
Oh,
Eileen, thank you so much for that. Thank you.
13 Kings.
Oh, nice. I love that guy.
What's up, 13 Kings?
What's up, brother? Hey, listen, I don't have much to say tonight. I just wanted to call and just tell Sean, listen, I'm sorry about your brother. I'm sorry about your dad. You know, that's horrible. You know, and the fact that nobody, you know, I think the fact that nobody said anything to you, I think it's kind of terrible too. But I just want to tell you, you know, for me, I'm sorry for your loss, buddy.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
Your loss is.
Thank you, 13 Kings.
No problem. I'll let you get your next calls.
Thank you,
Later.
Awesome.
Let me respond real quick. 13 Kings, I always see you, brother. I see you out there battling, and thank you so much. I really, real quick, I didn't wear this shirt for the other side. My good buddy Dylan from Wales, right here, El Chatty. I want to give him a shout out tonight. All right.
Nice. That's awesome. Al Chatty, what up?
CC.
To accept, press.
You're live with J.F.K. Sean and James Jackson.
Awesome.
Nice.
This is CC. I had talked to you a while back.
Okay.
I also sent you an email about some videos concerning looking real closely at the neuropathologist and how she went into great description of what actually killed John O'Keefe. And it was not the hit in the back of the head. It was the punches to the frontal lobes, the right lobe, the left lobe, all that stuff. She explained it to the T. And the defense didn't even cross-examine her at all. But I think because there were several people they didn't cross-examine, if they told the truth. That girl told the truth. Lally asked all the questions. And then it's not been covered enough in this. Now, I love what you've done about the bar, okay? And everything happening there, JFK. It's awesome. However, it is not like evidence. It involves some speculation. You got to, because unless maybe they get some of the band members that testify that this is what they heard Higgins and everybody saying. But without that, the judge ain't going to, you know, it's speculation. But what the pathologist says about the brain damage, he suffered a I don't know, some kind of hemorrhage that made the underside from each side where he was hitting each lobe of the left and right go in and push in and hemorrhage to where the hemorrhaging just went down into the spot to the cell, you know, to the center and down and cut off his breathing, cut off everything. It just, that's what killed him.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, okay?
And I'd love to hear Sean's input on it. I love you, Sean. I'm from New Orleans originally, and you have a doppelganger. You know who what that is?
Yeah, someone that looks like him, right?
A love of my life from many years ago.
Wow.
Okay, and it is tough for me to look at you, but he was good looking like you are good looking.
Nice.
But you are a really super nice guy and a loving guy. And I know what it feels like to lose loved ones because I'm not so young. I'm 70 years old.
Oh, no way.
I've lost a lot of my siblings, my parents.
Damn.
And I've been through some hurricanes. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
So chill out is what my husband used to tell me before I lost him in a car accident.
Damn.
And just chill, Crystal, just chill. And, you know, I think you did the right thing going to see somebody to help you chill because you are an awesome person who cares about justice for John O'Keefe, Officer John O'Keefe.
Absolutely.
And I just appreciate y'all so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal, so much for sharing.
Let me
bye-bye.
for this.
Go ahead, Sean.
Crystal, thank you so much. I love New Orleans. And who dat, Crystal? Listen, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. And thank you so much. Yeah, you're right. Listen, the bottom line is this. I knew from Jump Street, I didn't have to have Natalie nothing. That injury was not by a car. We all knew that. We don't need this. The bottom line is who dat. You're a great person. You're 70 years old. I love you.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, shout out Crystal. You know, she says she lost her husband, and he looked just like you.
Look just like you, man.
How crazy is that?
Jesus, that's
That's wild, man.
I love New Orleans, man. Oof, what a city.
Yeah.
Yeah, never been. I hear.
Well, Sean, man, you know, phone lines are open. We're gonna take a couple more phone calls. We're gonna
Sure,
wrap this
buddy.
up, man. Sean's
I'm
taking the
here.
time out.
I'm
He's
here,
been
man.
here hanging out.
What's the numbers now? What's the numbers for you guys?
Oh, we still up at 1,700.
Beautiful. Long. Hey, listen, we're deep into Friday, buddy. It's nice. Here we go.
Call from
Yes, yeah.
Carly.
You're live with JFK, James Jackson, and Sean on the golf.
Yes.
Hi, it's Carly.
Hey, Carly.
Hey, I just wanted to say, hey, Sean, I'm sorry about your dad.
Oh, thanks.
I know it's rough no matter what age.
It's okay.
My thing is the 3 unknown male DNA on John's pants. Where did that come from? Because it didn't come off of her SUV. And he took way too many hits to the head to be bouncing around pirouetting 30 feet from the SUV to where he landed. None of this makes sense.
Nope. I'm gonna let Sean answer that, okay?
Thank you.
No worries. Sean, take it away.
Sorry, what's her name again?
Carly.
Carly. Thank you, Carly, for great point. This is my problem. If you had a legitimate, non-corrupt investigation, you would know all this. They're not going to tell you anything, right? They didn't do nothing to explore it, all right? That's why you're never going to get anything out of Dedham. It's down in Uncle Joe's house. She will never be convicted. I don't know how many times I got to say it. That's it, Jackson, right?
That's it.
That's it,
That's
James.
it. I'm going to start using that.
I'm calling
drop.
you James. I'm calling you Jackson. I'm calling him G.
Yeah. Listen, I know you're talking
Master
to me.
G.
As long as I know you're talking to me, so.
Buddy. I wanted what you were on the other night, man. I love it. I wish I had what he had. I needed that. Holy shit.
Oh shit. I know I gotta lay off of that vape.
You're live with JFK, Sean, and James Jackson.
Man. I got a question for you. When Jen McCabe makes that second search around 6:30 in the morning, isn't there a dashboard camera on the police car that can pick up where she is and if Karen's around there? Because she says Karen's next to me, but I don't know. I haven't been able to see anywhere if you could see that. So I'm just gonna step out now and let you answer that.
All right. Sean, you want to answer that?
I think that was debunked. I think the whole thing about praying. I don't think they showed anything about that. Listen, they really failed this whole thing. They didn't think this one through. I don't think they had anything to do with that. Right? Listen, it is what it is. They have. When you put shit in, you're gonna get shit out, and that's what they got.
Shit in and shit out.
Sam.
You're live with JFK, James Jackson, and Sean on the golf.
Hi, guys.
Hey, who we talking with?
How are you? Okay, so my question is if since people want to think that John was, hit at 12 whatever in the morning by Karen, which obviously, I don't think that. Why was his body temperature 80 degrees when the EMTs arrived? And secondly,
thank you, Margaret.
Secondly, for the ones, and I'm not going to point anybody out that say that Sean doesn't ever come with receipts of what he says. Like we have a friendly guest in the chat named Jeff. He always says that he never comes with receipts. Sean never comes with receipts. Well, I really hope Jeff listened tonight and understands where Sean's coming from. But the whole thing of people saying, well, he got hit at 12 cents, such and such, but yet his body temperature was still at 80 degrees whenever he was taken to the hospital. If he was hit at that amount at that time and was out there until 6-something, until EMTs arrived, his body temp wouldn't be 80 degrees.
All right. Thank you for the phone call.
Okay.
Thank you. What do you got to say about that?
Excellent point. She's right.
Excellent. She's
15 to 18 degree weather out there since 12:30 to 6:04. Ain't happening, sweetheart. Listen, this is a joke.
You're live. JFK, Sean, James Jackson. Who we got? Hello. Hello. All right. I think the feds. I think the feds are arresting you.
Where is he?
I think Sean called his boys up and you're all done.
Is he on? Hey,
I'm acting like a
Caveman.
froze.
Thank you for coming in, Caveman. I see you out there, Caveman.
Shit. Like the feds came in and got her ass.
Shit.
Call
Scaring
from
the shit out of people.
Luna.
Sean.
You're live with the feds.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Yeah. Oh my God. How are you guys doing?
We're all right. Go ahead. What you want to talk about?
Me too. Well, I think what's really interesting is that the media still continues to paint this with like a crazy red hue that doesn't really belong anymore. Like there's so much proven fact that's come through recently, especially with the Vanity Fair article.
Yes. What do you feel about that Vanity Fair article?
I just feel like this goes high. Well, I really liked it.
Okay.
I really like it, and I'm glad that they had experts on like the 2:27 a.m. search.
Yeah, they said that happened.
You know, that's a fact, proven fact now. So I don't know. I mean, I just feel like the modern media being really crazy. Sorry about the talk. The modern media being still like Clear Channel seems to like have this message and this narrative, and I think that things have to be looked at deeper as far as the spin that's going on. I'm just kind of a Chomsky girl.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's what I called to say.
All right.
And thank you for all you guys do.
Hey,
and hi, Sean.
Nice.
I sent you an email because I was a little worried about you, and I hope
Hey.
you're better.
Hey, listen.
He's
Been a
here.
long time. Been a long. What's her name again? She did send. I know.
I didn't catch her name.
It's
But
fine. It's fine. Listen, I'll respond to that. Listen, I thought Vanity Fair was a great shot in the arm for Karen. Finally,
Right? Yes. Finally.
we want to hear from the trolls, man.
Audra, aka B.
Hey, you're live with Sean, JFK, James. How we doing?
Oh, hey guys, it's BLT in the chat. My name's Audra. I'm from Southie.
Oh, you're from Southie, Ken?
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you from the Mary Ellen Projects, dude? The old colony projects, Ken?
No, that's where my pediatrician was, though, in the basement.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You got a cigarette, though?
No, I don't smoke Newports anymore.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
First I wanted to call in and just say I really enjoy you guys. I think it's like a different voice. Like I'm following all the Karen Reed people, right? Because I'm into the case. And I really like you and James. James, you're doing a great job.
Thank
you. Of course, Sean. I mean, honestly, I love you. You remind me of every uncle that I've ever met from Southie.
Right.
I do love when you say mofo. I love when you reference old shit like Tuesday Weld, you boomer. But like,
Yes.
I just want to say, I know I'm sorry for your losses. You know, I'm sorry you lost your dad and your brother. But I just really appreciate what you do. And JFK, you hit it right on the point, like the nail right on the head. I mean, Sean, you're a DEA agent. There were no Boston police officers that showed up like anywhere, right? It was maybe in the beginning, and then there was no support on the Free Karen Reed side. And whenever I first saw you and started following you, I was like, yes, we all have an inside. So I really appreciate your work, and I implore you to wear sunscreen, please, sir. But I just want to say,
it's these lights. These lights are killing me.
What's your name again, sweetie?
My name's Audra.
Oh, Audra. So BLT, right? BLT in the chat?
That's me. Yeah, brave little toaster.
Okay, brave little toaster. Perfect.
Hey, look, let me just say this because this is really what I thought of.
Go ahead.
The reason that I know that it's all fucking bullshit. Oh, sorry, beep.
That's
It's all BS.
Mm-hmm.
Is because Julie Albert said that she took hot coffee and donuts over there on Saturday morning and was going to leave them in a car in the middle or the end of a blizzard.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tradition. So everybody sees something.
Me and
that's
Sean
BS.
talked about that. We talked about that on the show. Me and Sean did. Remember, Sean?
Yes, we did.
She was in the Walgreens parking lot waiting for the call.
Oh, okay. Was that on your show?
Yeah, you got to check that out. We get into that.
I will.
And Fuckery Donuts is now open. Check out my little donut. He's holding a piece of taillight up. And you could get some merch if you want. But
yeah, absolutely. Cool.
Yeah, appreciate your call, okay, Southie BLT?
Yeah, and hi, yeah, James, you're definitely not a confidential informant. I have to say that, everybody. Don't
There he is. He
All right,
switched up on us.
So for Audra, right? Audra, thank you, Audra.
BLT.
And as a guy that spent a lot of my time at Cassin Beach, over there at Pleasure Bay,
Cassin Beach, kid.
over there at Sully's, I love Southie. But I'm a doctor.
Down to Wally Beach.
You're live with JFK, James Jackson, and Sean on the golf. Who we got?
I got through.
You got
Yes.
through. Who's this?
This is Kelly Carolyn.
Hey, Kelly Carolyn, what's happening?
I got my Fockery Donut sweatshirt.
There we go. It's now open. You got a question for Sean?
Yes, it is. I don't have a question, but I have a little request.
Okay.
I'd love for him to do the Jen.
We got it coming right up, okay?
All right, you guys are great chemistry. And
request, Sean.
you summed everything up. I wrapped it up with a bow. No more questions for me. Thank you all.
Thank you. Peace.
All right.
Sean, hit him with it.
You know, like I said, first of all, thank you for calling in. I don't know where the hell that thing came from, but I was like on this rant and something. I said, Jen, I can't. Hold on, Jen. I said, where is this mofo coming with? And she was so on Adderall that day. Her eyeballs was completely opposite of fucking James Jackson's eyes the other night.
James Jackson fucked me up with that
Brian
one.
Albert, the eyes. Fucking Colin was on what you had, James, and fucking Jenny from the block with the eyes like this. Jen.
You're gonna have the police.
Do it one more time, Sean. Can I see it one more time?
Can you actually hear Karen Reed saying, Jen? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Adderall eyeballs. They're all on it.
You're live with JFK, Sean, and James Jackson on this Friday. Who we with?
You're with Debbie. How you doing?
Debbie, how we feeling, girl?
I'm good, JFK.
Nice.
James, adore you guys. And Sean, just want to say, I've been this from the beginning watching you. I was watching the live when you were on with Kevin when he went off about TB. And I want you to know your people are behind you. We adore you. We know that you know what you're talking about. And I just want you to know you got love from all over. That's all I want to say. All right. Have a good night, guys. I know you got so many people calling in.
Can't beat that. There's love there. Look at Audrey Presley. Thank you, Audrey. You're a charm. Big double sawbuck right there, buddy.
Well, hey, I think we did our job tonight.
Oh, what did Audrey say? What did Audrey give her a little love there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through all the.
Oh, good man, good.
I'm gonna go through all of them right now. Let's get to it.
Damn,
you got $9.99.
Hold on. Oh, that's
so
funny.
we got Let's Hit the Target tonight for JFK, James, and Sean, the OG. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Melissa. We got. Oh, I already got that one, right? Excuse me. We got Super Sticker 99, Nicole Carroll. Thank you. Got a 19.99 from Janelle. Hit the like button, y'all. So excited for this show. Thank you. Got a 199 Wow, there's a lot I didn't even realize.
This is great, man. I'm so happy for you guys.
Sean
Really.
puts it on the line. Laws. We got Derek. What about one word about Sean? I'll start, boss. Well, since you said that, we got 1,600 people in the chat.
Derek's my man.
Hey.
Derek's like a brother of mine. I'll tell you, he's beautiful.
I'll set it off. If you got one word to describe my man Sean on the golf,
tell it.
Just one word. Drop it right now. We want to hear it from y'all. It's y'all chat, people. It's y'all chat. Let's go.
Fierce.
Let's go.
I'll start on mine. Passionate.
Nice. Truth. Integrity. Passionate. Awesome. DEA Daddy. Whoop, whoop. Mofo. Go. Fierce. Go chat, people. Go. Badass.
Kick the doors out.
You like
Kick
this
the
guy, Sean?
cockpit door down.
I do. I like that, man.
I am not the chosen one that you speak of. I am not.
Real. It just keeps going and going. Legit.
Still going. Fearless.
The only one.
Receipts. Fuckery Donuts is now open.
Devoted.
Yeah, man.
Fuckery Donuts is now open for sure.
You know, when devoted, like you said, Sean, it takes time away from family. It takes time away from loved ones. You know, our regular everyday life that we have going on, it takes time away from that. And then when you try to explain to other people what you're doing, they don't understand it. And then you can get more frustrated, especially with the trolls.
Yeah.
Kim gifted 1 JFK membership.
Nice.
Melanie gifted. Thank you.
Melanie, love her.
We got Big Red Mama, $49.99, mofos.
Oh, big Red came. Oh,
That's
man.
a big
Big
one,
Red
right?
Mama. Wow. Yeah. Jesus. She's the best.
$10. Hey, Sean, good to see you here.
Thanks, Katrina.
Sean, trying to scroll down a little bit. God damn. Sean, lots of Bulldogs still have faith in you, and we'll be back and Karen until the end of getting justice for Officer John O'Keefe, for sure.
That's right, Q-Bert. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, good to see you here. Absolutely.
Katrina.
Good to see him
Katrina.
here. I see now.
Oh,
Okay.
backwards here. Here we go.
Sean, with some love, $4.99. Some of us did not misread what you said. If you know, you know. That's my name.
That's great.
Okay. If
Dude,
you know, you know.
Wow.
What?
Not, huh? I was reading the chat.
Gifted 1 JFK membership.
reading
Nelson,
this.
thank you. Maureen, respects.
Nice.
Nelson, thanks again. Real deal tonight. The legend Al-Jefe and the real voices with James Jackson and JFK. I appreciate you, man. That's awesome words, man. Thanks for it. Coffee Cake, please vote. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's going down with that too.
Oh, baby.
We got just one. People power. Join us, collaborators, standout free Karen Reed, Justice for Sandra, and Justice for Justin. Wednesday, November 13th, 2 to 5, Norfolk DA's Charlotte Road, Canton.
Listen, that should be made the biggest standout ever. Justin Root, man. I believe that's a part of the investigation also.
Love you guys. Yeah, that's crazy too, right? It all happened in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, my friend, you cannot let any of this be personal. You cannot let it affect your life, your family. I am your age. You are courageous. We need you. Please speak your truth.
I have, and I will.
Yep.
Many years behind it too.
JFK rocks. So don't you. Sean, please tell us that the feds will step in here. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. Of course they are. They have to. There's no other way about it. They know.
we got
Brian Albert knows. Brian Albert knows. All right. I know he's shitting in his pants right now. I know he knows.
Oh, look at this, man. We got $65. Warriors of Truth and Justice. Lots of love to all. PS. I always love the juicy tea and nuggets from Sean. Justice for all. Thank you, lovely. That's
Look at
awesome.
Lovely. That's 65 Swedish.
Yeah, that's
SEK.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. You guys getting
Super
some
sticker
love. Man.
$1.99. I believe everything Sean is saying. Sherry D. JFK James K with the beast of a guest. King Mofo Sean. Tits and
In class. There she is. There she is.
Oh man, that's hilarious. How is that German in this? Who is she? Who is the German? I gotta know.
Man. Oh man, come on. That goes way back.
So many people are this committed, they watch it every single day. I'm sorry, in mass, you'll never get 12 people to agree with too many police connections. You're right about that.
Right.
Slow and steady wins the race.
That's a Kelly Reed comment for me. Yeah, she knows. Carrie.
That's
And
why
we got
the most conviction rate.
We got you, Sean. We're not going anywhere. And then
Neither am I. Neither am I, Mary.
Colorado sending love and support. Sean, you rock. Wow.
Thanks,
I
Leah.
appreciate all that love. That's crazy.
Lisa Gallegos. I love it.
That's crazy. And if I missed anybody, it's because, you know, there's so many coming in, but I think I got them all. Yeah, man, that's awesome. But yeah, Sean, you know, I don't know what else to say. I think we covered it all. And I think the point is, you know, your last couple of lives, segueing into this live, is that you just want to turn the heat up. We all believe Karen is not guilty. We proved it tonight by playing videos. People with all this experience, people that got brought in by the feds are saying that she didn't hit him. People who did 3,000 autopsies said there's no way he died from a car. It was from some hit. We've seen the waterfall video. We've seen it all. We heard about Phelps. We heard about Vanity Fair. We're here. We're on to the new trial. Karen, if you want to speak up, I think the take-home point from me and my man Sean, if you want to speak up, go ahead. It's your choice. But go ahead, speak up, tell the truth. The feds got your back. We got your back. We know you didn't do it. And you know, and you shouldn't have to run from it. And I think that's where I'm at with it. What about you, Sean?
I want to respond to Big Old Dog. He's a good guy too, man. Sean, do you think BA will bolt? No, I think he's going down and cutting the deal. That's what I think. Ain't no doubt about it. And I think Jenny Jen is right behind him. And Higgins already did cut the deal. This is all the Fugazi. They're all going to run and cut. I'm telling you.
They're going to tell on each other, huh?
Sean,
yeah.
Do you like New Kids on the Block?
Of course I do.
You like
Mark, of course I do, bro.
You want to sing Please Don't Go Girl for the ladies real quick?
No, I can't do that, bro. I lost my voice on Monday night. I can't even fucking talk.
Entertainment purpose only.
Let's
it
sing
doesn't
Please
mean
Don't
to
Go
hurt
Girl.
any.
Yeah.
And don't take it seriously.
Look at this.
Sir, did you make any phone calls after you went to bed between the hours of 1:45
Big Bad Brian A.
6:30 a.m.?
Big Bad Brian A, buddy.
Yes.
Those Adderall eyes. Look at those eyes. Look at those fucking eyes. Man. All
I
juiced up
inadvertently called Brian Higgins.
But you're so full of shit.
You're full of shit, buddy.
You inadvertently called him at 2:22 in the morning.
Yes.
Look down, Brian. Look down.
You inadvertently called him.
Well, I don't know because it was inadvertent.
But you're so full of shit.
Isn't it true that at the other hearing you indicated that at or around the 2:22 time frame, you and your wife were in bed together in an intimate situation?
Yes, around that time.
Nasty.
Sing it, James. Come on. Nicole, please don't go. We're upstairs making love, baby. You ruined my whole world, Nicole. Because we was up there making sweet love. Tell me, Nicole, you'll stay. Come on. But he didn't see none of this, Sean. He didn't see none of that, though, right? He didn't see this. Nah. He didn't see none of the police outside, right? Nah, he didn't see none of that. Nope. None of the lights.
I love you, Nicole.
I love
I'll tell you.
Let's go, but we know what really happened up in this motherfucking place. We know what really happened. We know what really happened. We know what really
You're so full of shit.
Yeah. What were they really doing? What were they really doing? You got to read between the lines. It's about to get crazy and spooky.
There you go.
Let's drop this beat and wild out one time.
Oh, man.
You know what?
You're so full of shit.
Jen McKay.
You're so full of shit.
Colin, we already know about you, buddy. Look at this guy.
From McCabe when she, Karen Reed and Kerry Roberts found John O'Keefe's body.
I think she's passed away.
Fuckery Donuts is now open.
6 donuts. I've been doing it there 2 years. I responded some of my questions. Defendant responded. Okay, which? Ask again. I said, nope, tricks are for kids.
Really, Higgins?
Wow.
It's showtime.
Woo!
Buddy, I got to tell you, every time I see that vision of John down there with one sneaker on, Richie is amazing. That just turns my stomach because you just know that's how it went down. Yeah. And he knows. He's right there. He is right there with them. He's on the team. He knows. Yep. He knows. Richie knows.
He does know.
And
you know, he helped me.
When I see that video, it just turns my stomach because that poor kid suffered so much.
They did him dirty, Sean.
They did. You know they did. What, to save Colin's ass? That's all this is all about, man. That's all. Save the kid, man. The kid went off. I'm telling you right now, the girls that left, they all said, because Colin was getting to be Colin. That's a code word for Colin's activities. Listen, he's never been in a fight, James Jackson.
Right.
Sean, how about this? You like this right here.
At about noon, just thought that I had to be in
conversation. Hey, what is it? Come on.
Get drunk before the day begins, before my mother starts bitching about my friends.
Come on.
About to go and damn near went blind.
The boys are here. The boys are here, people.
Yeah, Felled outside and pointed my weapon. Just as I thought, the fools kept stepping. Jumped in the phone, hit the juice on my ride. I got gangster at the top of the list. Then I played my old shit. It went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shooting some hoops. A car pulls up, who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolled down his window and he started to say, it's all about making that GTA. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your car. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said shit. Yo, man. Yo, man.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
And with that being said, we came, we saw. I think we did a good job entertaining you guys. We're the boys in the hood. We're here. Try to hype you guys up, leave you on a high note. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Want to take them out of here, Sean, with any words?
I'm just going to say, listen, I thoroughly enjoyed this. And I don't know why people read into things and misread things. I ain't going any fucking where. All right. I'm just going to greener pastures because I hate redundancy. How many fucking times can I say Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, and Colin fucking Albert are going down for this fucking murder? How many times can I say it? How many more? How many more times can I say Karen Reed is fucking bulletproof? She will never be convicted. I'm putting it all on the line. Ain't no one gonna convince me any other way. That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
Thank you, JFK. Thank you, James Jackson, and thank you to that chat, man. I'm so happy that I reached out to you. It was the perfect time for me. But I'm gonna tell you one more thing. There's a girl fighting for her life. Very close friend of mine. She's 43 years old.
Damn.
She's got 2 beautiful daughters, and she's fighting. And I'm just saying, please give her prayers because I lose another one at this time. It'll be 3 in less than a year. And
everybody in the chat, I need you to say prayers. What's you mind saying her name or no?
I'm just gonna keep it like this. A. Just keep it as A.
Prayers to A. I need everybody in the chat. Prayers to A. Prayers to A. And let's say a prayer. Hold on. Let's say a prayer real quick. I'm gonna say a prayer. We'll say it to A. Father God, we love you, Father God. Father God, I know we don't talk to you enough. Father God, please look over A. Get her through this struggle. She got 2 beautiful kids that need her. All the sick, the suffering. Help her get her through this pain. Let her get to a good side in this, a bright side. Help her. We need your help, Lord. We know we don't say your name enough, Father God. Father God, we love you, Father God. Everybody in the chat, everybody sick, the suffering, everybody that's hurt, anybody that ever been through anything. We need you right now, Father God. We know your presence. We know your strength. Please, Father God. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, JFK. Thank you. Because this girl, let me tell you something. She was a major follower of this movement. Awesome woman. Can't lose her. We can't lose her. I'm telling you, I can't lose her. So
I can feel that right here, man. I can feel it.
Can't lose her, man. Can't. Too good. Too young.
Well, Sean, I mean, I'm feeling it right now. I can feel the presence of Father God. I really can. When I speak to him, I can feel it. And and that's what this is all about. We're human at the end of the day. We try to entertain everybody, put a smile on your face, and we all have ups and downs and bad days. At the end of the day, we're saying, hey, free Karen Reed. You're not guilty. I hope this corrupt Massachusetts system, Hank Brennan, if you're out there listening, you think Whitey Bulge is not a rat. There's no way you could think Karen Reed is guilty. Trust me. Trust me. Run my name. Trust me.
There you go.
Trust me. I ain't pulling the chain, so we got to do this again, Sean, right?
Oh man, let me tell you something. I love sitting here. I love being on this side. This is beautiful. Dennis Sweeney, I'm telling you, my man, I love you, buddy. You're a good Southie boy. All right, Caveman, I'm seeing you all out there. I guess the Crows had to go somewhere else. Rogue must be doing something. But anyways, listen, the bottom line is we're all human. We make mistakes, right? You got to be a man to own up to your mistakes, right? Yeah. This goes down one or two ways, right? Either we win or they win. I'm betting on me and you. Our side wins every trial that they try to put on. That's it. Reese is in the. I just saw Reese. Where is she? I just saw her.
Shady 580.
Shady
580.
She's awesome, man. She is awesome.
Shady 580. Hell yeah. Everybody in the chat. I need everybody in the chat to post Shady 580. Shady 580.
I want some of those shrooms, baby. You were flying at the end of that show. I loved it. Holy shit, Jackson. I'm telling you, she's amazing. I love her. Fucking shrooms. I loved it. Holy shit, man.
Well, listen,
I guess she told me to come party with her. She told me.
Hey, yo, I'm going to end it like that, right? It's the first of the month, people. It's the first of the month, and we set it off right in November.
Right.
The holidays are coming. And and let me drop this intro and use it as an outro.
There you go.
And well, how about this? Why don't I drop? Can I drop one of my songs real quick?
Yeah, man, come on, give it up.
To all the mothers out there.
Ooh.
All the mothers.
85.
We're gonna drop it for the back in the days and On God. Let's drop that.
How
Let's
about
drop
that?
that track.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
We out of here,
On
man.
and on. Back in the days when I was younger. Yeah. Turn me up in the headphones. Summertime vibes, you know what I mean?
He put it on my mama.
Where's my ladies at, all my mothers at, you know what I mean? Yeah, state to state, worldwide, listen. We pilot through the struggle, above and beyond. It's a long fall from pride. What you standing on? Goals in plain sight. Get your landing strong. He fucked up to play because he ran it wrong. Underbelly of Boston, filled with racist rats. The sneak gets away, but it often traces back. They digging up the bodies, got DNA to match. Feds listening to your boss, he got life for rap. Damn. Seems the greed indeed, it was trolling you. Court clothes wrinkle, they smelling like mildew. Old spice in the air, old law holding you. It's in God's hands with a creed overview. Too many suckers pulling, not enough pushing. Feeling like Guru, driving Boston to Brooklyn. God's working overtime, devil is cooking. Got shot twice, survived, but the cancer took him. Damn, back in the days when I was younger, Dad was never home, he put it on my mama. I was just a baby when I seen all the trauma. But on God, we gonna shine every summer. Back in the days when I was younger, Dad was never home, he put it on my mama. I was just a baby when I seen all the trauma. But on God, we gonna shine every summer. Come on.
Daddy wasn't around, mama held it down. How'd you raise us on your own and never let us see you frown? Superwoman, you a superhero in my eyes. Seen you sacrifice it all to make sure we had better lives. You an angel like you came down from the skies. You came down from the skies. That's on God, on God, on God. That's on God, on God.
And to all the ladies having babies on their own, I know it's kinda rough and you're feeling all alone. Feds picked up the case so far away from home. Try to stay focused, don't let your mind roam. It gets real, all the miles and abuse. We really in pain, you know we just smiled through. I grew up a good kid, got with a wild crew. Facing the truth, in denial, paying dues. And Dad never knew what he belonged to. A wild juvenile, grew up in reform school. All the trauma, what I write this song to. Make this song cry, but I'm a strong dude. I 129 with a brand new rag. I'm a dad myself, Papa got a brand new bag. Break the cycle, it's like I'm not even mad. You put it on my mama, I left it on a track. Back in the days when I was younger, Dad was never home, he put it on my mama. I was just a baby when I seen all the trauma. But on God, we gonna shine every summer. Back in the days when I was younger, Dad was never home, he put it on my mama. I was just a baby when I seen all the trauma. But on God, we gonna shine every summer.
Little track from JFK, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Sean, thanks for coming.
Buddy, that was awesome. Good job, man. Good job.
Appreciate it,
No,
brother.
no YouTube strikes on that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's all mine, man. The beat,
I love
everything.
it.
It's all me, man.
Love
all
it.
original.
Love it. Love
But
it.
yeah, we're gonna end it like that on that note. And Sean, let's talk, man. I'll text you, man, and let's plan on something soon. You know what I mean?
Whatever, buddy. Whatever. Like I said, I'm going on to Jamie Robertson. What a tragic case. And another mofo, John Fanning, mofo fuck up. And tell you, those guys, because of his fuck up and his shoddy investigation back in 2014, these guys are getting out of jail and they're not going to be re-prosecuted. So I can't wait to tackle that one. So I'm going nowhere. But like I said, Reese, give me some of those shrooms, baby, because I'm off the job, baby. Give me some of those shrooms. I need those shrooms, buddy. I needed them Monday night.
Holy shit.
All right, James Jackson. All right,
That's
guys, listen. I thoroughly, honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all you guys do. Man, you guys are great. Man, you brought this down. You gave me something to think about tonight. I love it.
Thank
Man,
you,
man. All right.
Thank
I
you.
really have a lot of respect for you guys, all the YouTube creators out there. And I got to tell you one thing. I just remind about Aiden, right? When I got to give Aiden credit. when they didn't tore Brian Albert apart about him and Coco after 30, 40 years of marriage. Ain't no fucking way anyone's getting any poo-tang that night. I loved it. He destroyed fucking Albert and Coco. It was beautiful.
Oh, I
Yo,
think
shout
about
out-
every time.
Shout out to Turtle Boy, the Clara.
Yeah.
First off the bat, I want to give a shout out to my boy, Mikey, the Young Jerks. That's my
Oh,
guy.
man, Mikey's the
Mikey, the Clara, what's up, man? You know, Will looked out. I got on his platform. Shout out to Turtle Boy doing what he does, man. You know, he's the guy. You know, he's the guy that brought it out. You got to give him the credit. And Karen Reed, if you're watching, it's okay, Karen. We got your back. We're just saying there's potential jurors out
Karen's
there.
gonna be fine. Karen's gonna be fine. Trust me.
And,
She's gonna be a rich, fine girl. I'm gonna tell you right now. She's gonna own half of the state when it's all said and done.
Well, Karen, hey, you know, I'm single now.
By the way, James, man, you're 42. Holy shit, you look like a little kid, man. Fuck.
Look at this dude.
Crazy.
Look at him. Look at that. Look at that mug, man. What a good-looking guy he is. You too, there, JFK. You are, man.
Yeah. Look at you, though, bro, man. You're in the game, son.
I'm an old man. I'm a grandfather. Come on, brother.
That's all right.
It's,
That's right.
it's
Hey,
all about good genes. Look at Jeff Williams. He's still fighting. I got to give the kid credit. I got to give him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He goes on.
I love
he'll
him.
go on. He's gonna go on when he'll be in the next chat. Turtle Boy will do a live in an hour. He'll be there.
He'll never leave. He'll never leave. He's there. And listen, got to give him credit. He's putting it out there. You got to give him credit.
Samantha too. Shout out to Samantha. She's a big supporter too.
Oh,
You know,
good.
Samantha, independently, you're the best other than our stupid food friend. I don't know who she talking about, but
Independent
Samantha.
87. I don't know
So
who
is she?
it is.
So now I'm pointing you out, Samantha, giving you credit. Shout out to Samantha. She supports you. She supports me. She supports all of us. She's out there in Indy. She's a good chick, good woman. Excuse me.
good. Nice.
And yeah, so peace to Samantha.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
Samantha's great.
And Jeff, peace to you too. We got love
Thank
for
you.
Jeff.
He's a human, man. Come on. He believes what
We
he
got
believes.
love for Jeff. Hey, you know something about Jeff? He ain't never disrespected me, and I say some wild shit.
Listen, he's fine. He's fine. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all humans. They believe what they believe in, and I embrace it.
No, you can't. You can't get mad at them for thinking.
can't. No way. No way.
It's like them getting upset with us for
Steve
thinking the way we
Bannon.
do.
I never got that before. I like that one. Steve
Oh, look
Bannon.
at this. Carolyn, James, I'm single.
There you go.
Oh,
Look at
no,
this.
man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so Jeff Williams, man. Jeff Williams is on the other side, but he got some questions like we got some
Hey,
questions. Peace to
listen.
all.
It's
I
all,
respect
it's
to
all
all.
good. Don't tell me that I got detained for several hours in Pensacola. I don't even know what the fucking place
Yeah,
is. I've never been there.
that like he crossed
Right?
the line on that, you know. That
Trust
was
me.
just
You know what Susanna said to me? Did you fucking go up there, you motherfucker?
Yeah, take me with you, Sean.
See,
the next
that's not
time you
good
go.
though. That's what I mean. Like, that's what I
Anyway.
mean. That's
No,
real
but
life
see-
shit.
I'm
no, but
thinking.
see, like you
I'm
just
thinking.
said, though, what if she really did think that? That could
Buddy,
get
I'm
you
telling you.
caught up.
I'll tell you. Women after 50, they go fucking crazy. I'm telling you. Hold on for a minute, James.
Yeah, yeah.
James, hold on. But here's the deal. I'm waiting for the end of the story. He leads me in with a prominent free Karen Reed female. I'm saying, was it Karen? Who was I fucking with? And it ends up being someone, some mother that I don't even know. But the bottom line is, I'm saying, what the fuck? And here's the other thing. This other half-ass, Jules, the wannabe witch doctor. She's saying, "Oh, fucking Sean brokered a deal." I got the inside scoop. I know it for sure. I said, "Wow, this is beautiful." But anyways, bottom line,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Let's
here we
just
go.
wrap this up, Sean. We've been
We
here, and I
got it.
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I
All right.
appreciate you, man.
I could go all night, but this is
No,
beautiful.
no, me
Thank
too,
you, guys.
man.
Thank you.
No, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Let's talk
Thank
soon.
you. Thank you to that great chat right there. You got it, my friend. Take it out.
Everybody in the chat. Let's go.
Take it out.
It's the first of the month, people.
First
It's
of
the
the month.
first of the month. Let's drop that right now. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month.
Wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, cash your checks and get up.
Listen, I don't have to apologize to anyone, and I won't. Right? But the people I called out, they know. Okay? They know.
Can we all agree that this case been fuckery from the rip, from the jump, from the start?
Certainly, it's not consistent with getting hit by the car. I mean, You can't deny the science and the physics as to what would have happened if he was struck by the vehicle.
Living in the streets, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. So they see my pain, so they name drop, dry snitch. Fucked in the game, the glam and the glitz. What's the price on fame? This crazy life of all. Yeah.
Running through the alley, getting the alley. Hop at the second of sundown, no front from January on down to December. I'm loving the burst of the month. Wake up, wake up, it's wake up, wake up. Get up, catch your checks again.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
Are you ready?
Situation. Yeah. So let's stay the car, you know I fly with. Situation. With the no ride, yeah, and about the crew. Come on. Situation. Get it in, pull a screwdriver, FBI. Situation. So let's stay the car, you know I fly with.
Feeling like Heavy D, self-destruct 89. Father broke my heart, I guess he was living in crazy times. In these streets filled with hoes, there's so many shady crimes. So why would he give a fuck about a baby crying? So we 3 deep, stole the whip, no one in. Another lick, homie, tell me what we going again. Strip the whip on the side street, low on bricks. Wipe everything down now, don't show a print. We all did biz, we just trying to live high. And some things in life you just can't turn around. Jumped off the porch, it's all over now. Active in addiction, he's sober in the ground. So profound, what goes up must come down. Stay high till we die, we were just playing wild. 88 Cherokee Jeep is my therapy. In these streets, never settle beef with the enemy. Put one in your face, yeah, clear your memory. Hockey mom snitch, yeah, don't wanna pay the penalty. Wins and losses, reputation. Stand on your word, what you really chasing. Wild juveniles, facing incarceration. Hate, mistaken admiration, know your basics. Had cancer in my body, every day I'm paranoid. I stay with my 3 daughters, I don't trust my boys. In the 88 Cherokee Jeep, gold package, trying to get straight, but it seems we go backwards. No dreams when you're seeing things with low passion. Maintain, stay in your lane, and just roll past them in the 88 Cherokee Jeep, gold package, trying to get straight, but it seems we go backwards. No dreams when you're seeing things with low passion. Maintain, stay in your lane, and just roll past them in the 88 Cherokee Jeep, gold package.
So let's stare the cars, you know I fly with it.
Yo, R.I.P. Heavy D. Guru. Why? Read between the lines. Yeah. Why? I know you feeling hurt, your mind flipped. That was a moment in time, can't rewind it. I seen your call, can't talk, declined it. Said I was sorry, liquor had me blinded. I know about your issues, you're not feeling well. What you going through, girl, is a living hell. Sometimes I bug out, I just flip and yell. Just come out tonight, we can sip and chill. I know about that night at the Pats game. You was real comfortable, and that's lame. When I bring it up, you act strange. That's okay, I ain't saying no names. Glad you pulled up though, we can take your legs. I told you before, that girl, see, that's my ex. You gotta chill, can't believe what you read in text. It's me and you right now, don't be complex. Now it's fine food, proper pints. Storm coming through after 2, lots of white. We gonna be snowed in, so let's stop the fights. I know you wanna talk, girl, but not tonight. Got a text by C, he at the other spot. He there with his brother in that other cop. JM over there too, she just a soccer mom. Let's head over there, see what they talking about.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten.
Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling so erased. When he sent you that text, seen the fear in your face. Then he texted me too, then you drove away. Don't chase waterfalls, read between lines. Keep a fair view, protect your mind all times. Call 911, officer down. Don't make a sound, there's an officer in the house. All I can feel is my phone vibrate. Wish you was here, not sitting at my place. Who let the dogs out? Someone closed the gate. It's cold where the broken face. Please, Lord, not today. Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling away. When he sent you that text, seen the fear in your face. Then he texted me too. Coming here, then you drove away.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten.
Michael Proctor could have written text messages that he didn't know would go public, that he regrets sending. That does not nullify
the evidence
that says that
Johnny was hit by a weapon.